What's up, everyone? This is the JC podcast. With me, I got a friend of mine, David. David, how you doing, man?
Oh man, feel good, feel good, feel good. Hot day, hot night, good.
Yeah, especially earlier in the week, dude. I've been sleeping right here because of the AC, the living room, and
Yeah,
and in the room there's no AC. And for me, I have a hard time sleeping and when it's really hot. Um,
man.
cold.
So I got this construction fan that I use, like the little blue snail ones.
Yeah.
Oh man, that shit blows. But it needs to have like cold air, so I have like those portable ACs connected
Okay.
to the window.
Yeah.
Hopefully it works. And then we got the AC blowing, and then we got the construction fan going, so it's gonna circulate everything.
Okay.
That's the fan right there. You need to get it.
Yeah.
It's good.
You did mention you do construction. So what exactly do you do?
All right, so I do a drywall. I'm gonna call tape. My trade is called taping.
Okay.
So taping is pretty much like drywall. Anything I do with drywall, we put the drywall, we put the mud, we put the tape.
Hmm.
We get it to different types of levels. There's like different five total levels,
Okay.
and they do texture, paint, everything like that. So right
Okay.
now, my position at my job, I work
Yeah.
at Impact Housing. We
Yeah.
do module homes.
Okay.
So I'm a supervisor in charge of 14 guys. So I don't really do much taping right now. I'm just more like a supervisor.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're a pretty young guy. How long have you been doing that?
It's been about 8 years.
8 years.
So yeah,
Okay.
right after high school, um, I was working at Stater Brothers. I worked at Stater Brothers right after high school.
Okay.
So 2015, worked
Yeah.
at Stater Brothers. My girlfriend at the time, she was pregnant.
Uh huh.
So my head straight ahead, like, damn, got a fucking baby coming on the way. I was making like $10, dude. $10. I was happy with like $300 a week. Like,
Yeah.
oh shit, I got a lot of money. And then just hit me like, damn, I got kids now on the way. I was playing sports. I had to like kind of put that aside because got to think about my family in the future.
Yeah.
So then my father in law hit me up, said he got a side job in San Diego. Shot down to San Diego, helped him out. It was pretty cool. He said, he gave me $15 an hour.
Uh
I
huh.
said, damn, that's a lot of money.
Okay.
So, $15 an hour. I was like, well, that's exciting. So
Yeah.
then we came back home, went back to Stater Brothers, and then he said, I got another job coming up, but it's got to be all week. I can't just have you like here and there. So you got to go with Stater Brothers.
Yeah.
So on the way back from San Diego, we stopped at Stater Brothers, and I quit right there. Just went in there, and because I had to take a shift that day also.
Yeah.
So he was gonna drop me off, and then I just told the manager I quit.
Okay. Um, remember when I first met you, you did mention that you worked in some of celebrity houses or something like that. You would.
Oh yeah, so we branched out. Like we started small. We did little warehouses,
Yeah.
garages, houses, and then we got in contact with some guy and who he has contacts with, and then we were able to do some celebrity houses. So we did like some patchwork. We did Alec Baldwin's house.
Okay.
His house is a circular house, so it's like a big old can. It's just round, so it's super hard to like get the drywall on. You we had to do like round. It was a round house, so pretty much we had to wet the drywall first so it could get the shape on there. Because
Okay.
like if you bend the drywall, it's gonna crack.
Yeah.
You get me? So you got to wet it so it can mold. We did Alec Baldwin, and we did Big Sean's house,
Okay.
and then Big Sean's a rapper. He
Yeah.
lived in L.A. So worked on his house. We did patches. I saw him. He's like freaking 5'4", super short. You
Yeah.
know, um, but we worked in his trophy room, so that was pretty dope. Got a lot of pictures with that.
Okay.
We are able to see, all his achievements and everything. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Um. So would you say that working in a house like that is just like any other job, or is it something
Um,
not something you don't really see
like
every day?
Starstruck, um, kinda, but I had to do it on the inside because you had to be professional.
Yeah.
But here's a quick little story though, real quick. So we pulled up to the house, right, and do a job at Big Sean's house,
Uh huh.
and there was these Mexican guys working in the backyard on the pool. These Mexican guys come up to Big Sean because he comes out to see who's here, and we have to give our IDs and check in and everything like that with security. So right away, as soon as they saw him, oh, Big Sean, let me take a picture, autograph. And then right away, he just, nah, 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 he wants to be a jerk. Like, nah, get away, go work and you're hired you to work, not
Yeah.
here to take pictures. And then we pull up after them in the driveway, just as normal. It's a business day. Every day it's just working.
Yeah.
So we just get our stuff, go inside the house, and then setting up, wrapping up everything, putting plastic on the walls, making everything contained. He comes in and says, "Yo," I said, "What's up, man? How you doing?" He's like, "I'm Sean. How you doing?" I said, "Cool. I'm David. We're working on the house." He's like, "I know. So what do you guys got to do?" Gave the game plan, told him what's going to happen. About to be about a week, and he asked me like, "Hey, can I ask you a question?" I said, "Yeah, sure." He said, "Are you a fan of my music?" I said, "Yeah, man. It's cool. I listen to it. Why?" He's like, "Well, how come you don't ask me for a picture and autograph?" I just said, "You're not the first celebrity that we worked with. I got to keep it professional. You know, and I don't know, bro. He just liked it. Like he just thought, like, damn, now everybody says that everyone wants to take a picture and do all this stuff.
Yeah.
But he told me like, just keep working hard. You're young, and if you just keep working every day like how you did right now, which I didn't go and be starstruck and give him a hug and all that shit. He said I'm gonna make it one day. So, I mean, I'm just pushing myself. One day
Y-
I will make it.
Yeah. Um, I've actually we have a vendor at my job. He does our ice machines.
Uh huh.
Um, so once in a while, he tells me stories, and he told me a story where he went to Kobe Bryant's house.
Oh shit, that's pretty
So
tight.
yeah, he told me he wasn't there.
Yeah.
He saw the wife there, but his boss did tell him like, yeah, as soon as you go in there, you go there to do your job. Don't take any
Right.
pictures, none of
Yeah.
that.
Unless they're cool with everything.
Right. But apparently they have a policy that if they catch you
Mhm.
taking pictures, they fire you.
Damn. Right there.
So he was telling me that they have two giant ice chests there.
Shit.
The house was just amazing. I mean, there's a picture of the wife there, like a painting of her.
Oh yeah, I saw that before on Instagram, like a mural.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
that's pretty
mural.
sick.
So he told me he saw that. He was like, "Damn, that's amazing." But yeah, I mean, he. So when he told me when he went, he actually had his camera, and
Yeah. Like low key hiding
yeah,
it.
he showed me. He showed me
Little
some
spy cameras.
pictures. So he was actually like, "Dude, yeah, I
Yeah.
actually went." I'm
Yeah,
like,
because
"That's
I
cool."
think like shit, if you don't tell, like take pictures, no one's gonna believe you,
Right. Yeah, and me personally, I mean, I've never come across any celebrities
No.
or anything like that.
Yeah.
I've always like met people and they're like, yeah, um, like for example, right there in Glendale,
Mhm.
there's a celebrity, the guy that has, he collects a lot of cars,
No, I don't know.
Jay Leno.
Oh yeah, the late night show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have a coworker that he used to have a girlfriend in Glendale, so he would
Uh-huh.
be like, yeah, that guy's always driving,
Hey, you know
he's
what's
always
crazy,
around there.
bro?
So and I'm like, I never see
I'm
that.
gonna piggyback on that real quick. So, I didn't know that we worked for. Okay, so Jay Leno likes cars, right? He has a big old car collection.
Yeah.
I guess he owns like a facility where they make like tech tech cars. So it looks like a Tesla kind of, but it's like super tech somewhere in Glendale. So we
Really?
did a job
Wow.
at the warehouse,
Okay.
and then later on, like right before they left, they told us that there was a car coming in. I was like, damn, that's a badass car. Whose is that? He said Jay Leno. This is his building right here. I said, damn, what the hell? I'm working in Jay Leno's building.
Yeah.
But we were only there for like 2 days. But it
Oh,
was still
okay.
pretty tight.
Yeah.
How you mentioned it as well.
Yeah.
But that's
Uh,
pretty sick. Anyone else you met?
no.
No.
That I didn't meet him.
Yeah.
My
Or
my
yeah.
coworker, he would always be over there, and he says like, yeah, I've seen him driving around,
Dang.
and it's like, damn, dude. But yeah, I mean, also I hear Newport Beach, Huntington
Yeah.
Beach. There's people that hang out, but you don't
Right.
really see them unless you happen to be
Yeah, it's like a hit or
there.
miss type of thing.
Yeah.
But okay, so let's just say like, are you starstruck with who would you be starstruck with?
Me personally, I don't
Yeah.
think I would be. I would,
Just
maybe
be
I would
normal.
say hi, but
Yeah.
yeah, just be normal. I mean,
Yeah.
they're
Normal
a
people, right?
human like me. I mean,
Yeah. So when I worked at their houses, it was kind of normal. I just kind of felt like, all right, they're just random people.
yeah,
I don't know them every day,
uh huh,
so um but I think I would be starstruck because I like Mila Kunis.
yeah,
You know who that is? Mila Kunis.
yeah.
Yeah, she's good, bro. She's fire. I like her. I would be starstruck.
So when I went to see Alice in Chains,
Mhm.
I actually saw them. I was right in the front. That was
Oh
probably
shit.
one of the few times I've seen like
You had a
famous people.
poster?
No, I didn't get a poster, but during the concert,
Yeah.
the singer threw a pick, dude. So
Oh
they were
damn.
throwing things away
Yeah.
at the end. They were throwing away drumsticks, shirts, picks.
Drumsticks, damn. Bam.
Yeah, they were throwing it to the crowd, just giving them away. It was the end of the
Dang, yeah.
concert. Um, so basically, I'm right there,
Mhm.
enjoying the music, and I see a pick fly, and it bounces off somebody's shoulder, and it
Dang.
just lands like on the ground right in front of me, and I just grabbed it. I still have it too.
That's it.
And yeah, that was like one of the few times I was like,
Yeah.
damn, like
You should have took a
I
selfie. Like, look, I caught this. You know.
yeah, but I don't know if you're familiar with the band Alice in Chains, but they have they have quite a few albums, so they played like at least two, three songs from every album,
Yeah.
from the first album to like
So
the
how long are
newest.
those concerts,
That man, I
or
don't
is it
even
just
remember. It
depends?
was quite a few
You know.
hours.
There.
But yeah, it was awesome. And then they did this thing where they were in Vegas, uh, where they performed. They
Mhm.
were gambling, and they hid tickets in the casino.
Oh shit! So you
So
gotta go
they
find
put it
them.
out there. So if you find the
Dang.
tickets, you get to go for free.
Baller. um, I never like been to a. Okay, not that I never been to a concert, but I never been to a concert as an adult. I've been to one as a kid. I've been to Blink 182. Um, but then that's pretty much it. So when you're in the concert, is it hot or what? Like you got to be standing on those all those hours trying to listen to songs. You know,
Yeah, I mean it's
it's
crowded,
just
and
crowded,
the
sweaty. It's
one
like a
I went
club.
to, it was indoors,
Yeah.
and
Oh man, that's even worse, probably, huh?
yeah,
It
I
was
mean it
like,
was a casino,
oh
and
okay,
but the concert was, I mean the venue was pretty big.
hmm
It did have like your seats,
okay. So
like
there are seats. You're not just standing
yeah,
up.
there's
You know,
seats, but I was in I think
pit.
you call it what, the general admission area. Basically, it's where the mosh pit is.
Okay, yeah.
So
So the
that's why I
pit
was
or
in the
something.
front, because
Yeah,
I could literally walk to the stage and they're right
and touch
there.
them. Dang.
But they sounded amazing. I mean,
Yeah,
I've never seen that many bands. I think that's one of the few bands I've seen live. I think that's the only one actually that's actually well known.
yeah.
Um, but that that sound good live, because there's
hmm
some artists out
That
there,
are
they
good.
they sound good, and you hear them live, and it's like
It's like the studio version that's better, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
and you're kind of hoping the opposite. Like when you see them live, you want more than just the
Yeah.
album. Um,
Well, I think the closest I've been to a concert like that was in Vegas. Also, I saw on Fremont Street. They got
okay,
like the little stand up stages everywhere. They got
yeah,
like four stages, and you just walk and there's like different genres. We got the close to it. It was pretty cool.
okay,
Kind of some weirdo people, but
yeah.
that's Vegas. um,
Um,
I'll go ahead. My bad.
so have you done any of the mock drafts on the fantasy football or any of that?
Not yet. I haven't even like been following up any of the trades or anything. I've been seeing stuff here and there. I've just been super busy, bro.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's coming time, So we're getting all our team back together,
Uh huh.
getting everybody up. So hopefully, we go to Vegas this year to do the draft because
Okay.
most of those guys are from Vegas anyway. So
Yeah.
about to go out there and get an Airbnb.
How many leagues are you gonna do this year?
Um, I think I'm gonna be in four.
Four.
So I got one at work,
Yeah.
one with my cousins, and then one with my dad and his coworkers, and
Okay.
then the one that I'm in.
Yeah.
So the one I'm in is Dynasty League. So you keep your players and you do defense. So um, right there is like kind of hard. So we take turns drafting, and you can't like how do you say it? You can't do a lot of trades. You got to draft like normal drafts. So you got to take your order, and then if you want to trade, you got to trade with someone else. You can't just do waivers, nothing like that.
So with Dynasty, you're pretty much stuck with the team, right? Like
Yeah,
it's not like you're drafting a whole new team the
no,
following year. Is like once you draft those players, unless you trade them or drop them, I mean that's gonna be your team, right?
yeah, pretty much. So like, let's say they get hurt, you
Yeah.
can't. You could drop them, but then you're not gonna get them back.
Okay.
Like you can't waive them and pick them up, or someone else can pick them up. They gotta trade with you first, kind of thing.
But when it comes down to actual drafting, I mean, how does that work when a lot of the good players are already taken? Like you're just going after rookies at that
Yeah,
point.
okay, so you just get rookies.
Okay,
So
and you're
you
just
could get
hoping for the
rookies
best,
or
right? You're just
rookies or
hoping.
free agents. That's it.
Yeah.
So hopefully, like this year, let's just say, for example, we had a bunch of free agents this year.
Yeah.
All the running backs, Odell Beckham, he was a free agent. Jalen Ramsey's a free agent. So this year, when we do the draft, somebody could have picked up Jalen Ramsey or Odell Beckham. But
Oh, I
if he
see.
was not a free agent
Uh
and he
huh.
was on your team already, then you can't take him. So pretty much you just got to draft free agents that are available in the market
Hmm.
or rookies. That's it. And then you just got to keep moving and playing. So pretty much the people on your team, let's say you started 4 years ago,
Yeah.
those guys are still on your team unless they retired, and then you can draft again or you trade it with someone.
Oh, okay. How many years have you been in that league?
4.
4 years.
Yeah, so 4
Um,
years
do you prefer that league versus your traditional league, which you
with
draft
the
every?
PPR.
Yeah.
Um, Sometimes it has its benefits,
Okay.
sometimes it doesn't because sometimes people get hurt and you're like, "Fuck, I'm stuck with the same people," and I don't got a backup, so you're pretty much just like forfeiting that position.
Yeah.
As if like PPR, you could just pick somebody up real quick right before the game, like, "Oh shit, I need someone." Pick them
Y-
up, drop them, and then you can pick them up again later if you got the waiver.
Yeah, and you kind of
Yeah,
have to be pay attention to who gets hurt
yeah,
and try to pick up that backup. Like if any like main running backs
right.
go down, then you want to get the handcuff.
So yeah, okay. So for PPR, you could get 2 running backs like that, right, on the same team, which
Yeah.
is good idea.
Okay.
But with Dynasty, you don't want to do that because let's say he gets hurt, but then that guy starts sucking, then you're stuck with those 2 running backs for whatever long you're gonna be there, and then nobody else gonna want to trade with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the tough part right there, and that's where it comes to like how do you call it, like stats.
Yeah.
So you got to be on it. So right now I'm not on it. I got to get back on it. So
Okay.
I'm super busy though, but it's coming though. We're gonna start doing draft pretty soon.
Yeah, because I'm in 4 leagues myself. I was in
Mhm.
three the past 2 years,
Yeah,
but this year, there's a coworker that wanted to start their own league, so I was
dang.
like, all right, I'll join.
Yeah.
Um, but
Are they
I,
all in the same app though? Like what apps do you use?
no, so I use Yahoo.
Uh huh.
So this other league's gonna be on Sleeper. I don't know if
Okay.
you
No, I
heard
never
of
use
Sleeper.
Sleeper.
I've used it in the
Yeah,
past. I
it's cool.
prefer Yahoo.
I use
Um,
ESPN and Yahoo.
yeah.
Yeah,
So I mean, last year managing 3 leagues was
yeah.
kind of difficult. Now I committed to this fourth one, and
All right. So here's a tip, bro. You got to get an iPad. You got to get the apps on both, on the phone and the iPad,
yeah.
because when I'm on my phone, I'm like, damn, I got to keep switching and making sure,
Okay.
like if I'm winning or not. So if you got 2 iPads, or let's say an iPad and a phone,
Yeah.
you could like just simultaneously look at both. Like, oh shit, because
Like
it's hard. I know.
what about like because what I've done in the past is I try to get the similar team. So
Yeah,
I in every league I try to draft like the
the same
similar,
people.
but if
Yeah,
those players aren't doing well, that means they're doing terrible in all your
right.
leagues. But um
So that's good and bad, I guess, huh?
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean I've tried that strategy and it didn't work. I mean
Yeah, so my strategy like that is I try to draft like top 3, like top guys,
yeah.
like top in the list, and then I go for the backups. Like towards the end of the draft, I
Uh-huh.
start getting backups, like backup running back, backup let's say a slot receiver,
Yeah.
you know. That way, cuz let's just say, they're not always going to throw to the, number 1 guy.
Uh-huh.
They got to throw to other people first to get the number 1 guy open. So those people are going to be on your team, you get those points.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my strategy in drafting.
Uh-huh.
Um, but then yeah, we try to get rookies. You try to look back at their highlights and try to see what's better. I
Yeah.
follow a couple of people on Instagram like that do like fantasy football stuff all the time. So
Yeah.
they're always throwing stats and I pick up this person, drop this guy, high low, and you got to see like where they're at in the league. So
Have you ever heard of those? Apparently, they have like these fantasy football guides. It's like I don't know if it's a
or like
booklet.
a magazine.
I think
Okay.
so. My coworker was telling me about it. He said he
Mhm.
recently bought one because he listens to a podcast that they talk about fantasy football.
Yeah.
And he's always looking into like the rookies and
Oh
all
yeah.
that.
But he probably doesn't win, huh? He doesn't.
He's
Yeah.
won maybe. Well, he's won twice,
Oh, okay.
but
So I
yeah,
guess the podcast work.
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, there's been a few
All the
times where
advices.
like everything he's saying, it doesn't go his way,
Dang.
even though like he
Yeah.
has the knowledge for it.
So I saw a magazine like that,
Yeah.
and it says like top 10 wide receiver drafts, and it'll give you like an order how to draft them
Uh
and
huh.
which place to put each guy. Like let's just say, for example, like Cooper Cup, or let's say I don't know, who do you think is number 1?
I mean, I would normally say Cooper Cup, but
Yeah.
I
Okay.
mean,
So let's just say anybody. Okay. So right now we're using Cooper Cup. All right. So say he's they'll say draft him in the 4th round. Okay, instead of 1st round because you want to draft somebody else,
yeah.
and then they'll give you tips like that. But then they have like it's just like a list, so you can just go off of it. Like I want the top 10 guys first, and if they go off, then you go down 11, then 12. Or he's off.
Hmm.
And then that's the way I saw it. And then I print that paper out online, and then I do the same thing.
Yeah.
I just okay, they took this guy, they took this guy. Let me get the next top guy, and then whoever's open, then I try to pick him up if I need him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've actually looked back in was it last year, I looked back at our draft
Mhm.
and I noticed that usually like the first round, second round pick
Right.
are sometimes not even the best players. Like
Yeah.
usually like one of the best players you pick them up like round 6 or like round 5.
Yeah, and then they just blow up, huh? You're
They
like, what the
have
hell?
yeah, like they have
So
because that's what they're saying about Christian McCaffrey right now.
yeah,
That
like don't pick him up right
he's gonna
away.
well, they're saying that he's gonna have an explosive year. Apparently, he
Okay.
has a better team now that's gonna be
Yeah,
covering him.
he has a
So
pretty good line, bro. 49ers are pretty good.
yeah, but
But fuck the
what was I gonna
49ers.
say? I it's like all coming back to me
Yeah.
now. Like it happens to me every year where like when football season starts, all the knowledge comes back about football. I'm getting
Yeah.
familiar with the names and everything. And then after that, like I still remember the names and everything,
Mhm.
but it's like I kind of forget a little bit. Like, oh yeah, that guy's in this team.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy just got traded. Like,
Yeah.
and like
Like
with all
all the
these
trades are
trades,
hard, man.
dude. With all
Yeah.
these trades now, man. I mean, it's
Every team is gonna be good this year. I think. I don't think the
well,
Jets were the shittiest team last year,
even the
and
Jaguars are
who
supposed to be
knows,
better, I
bro?
think.
You know,
But
Jaguars, bro. They went to the playoffs.
yeah,
You know, they showed out last year, so hopefully this year they're pretty
I
good.
mean, look at the Bengals. I mean, when they started with Burrow,
Yeah.
that guy was getting freaking sacked left and right, dude.
Yeah.
And
Big
then
time.
now they're becoming a freaking
Yup. Now they're
strong
top
team, bro.
five, bro.
Yeah.
Top five
Um,
team.
but it is exciting because I'm seeing all these teams that sucked for so long,
Yeah.
and you're seeing them
Well,
like,
except for the Browns. Browns still kind of suck. You
yeah,
know,
the Browns
they
fell
got star
apart, bro.
players. Yeah.
That team just fell apart.
They got first round picks. They got star players, and for some reason they just can't pull it off. You know.
Yeah.
But they do got Miles Garrett. He's a star.
Uh huh.
DN. But yeah, I don't think they're gonna do shit this year either.
Okay.
Jets, they didn't do shit last year with the guy Wilson, the quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he didn't do nothing. So now he's back up. We got Aaron Rodgers,
Yeah.
and he's got young talent. So that's a good team right there. They got defensive player of the year, a rookie defense player of the year, rookie offense player of the year.
And they got some of the
Mhm.
old Green Bay
Receivers
receivers,
also,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
pretty much it's like the Green Bay receivers, just transfer team, same thing.
yeah, I mean,
But
I was hearing something about how like um they're saying like when a player is
mhm,
unhappy, they don't perform the same.
yeah, you think
So
they do it on
apparently,
purpose? Like,
I don't know, but apparently Rogers
yeah,
was not happy. That's like I mean, Rogers is Rogers. He always
right.
will come through, but you
Hall of
can
Famer though,
tell
bro.
when the guy's fucking on fire, dude.
Yeah, when
Um,
he wants it.
yeah.
But
It,
it's always against the Bears. You know that? He always shows off because he owns part of the Bears.
oh
Like,
really?
yeah, he's part ownership.
I
Like
didn't
he's
know
got a
that.
percentage, yeah.
Oh shit, that's
So
crazy.
every time he plays them, for some reason he like gets better.
Yeah,
But then he always posts like, I own you guys.
yeah.
And it's funny because he actually does own part of the franchise.
Uh
So
huh.
that's pretty funny.
Um, I one of my coworkers, he's a Dolphins fan,
Oh yeah.
and I mean now that they're a better team, but at
Yeah.
one point they
Yeah,
sucked
for the longest,
left
huh?
and right,
Like, damn,
bro.
what team is that? But shit, now they got pretty good people, dude. They
Yeah,
got, well, Tua, he's been getting concussions, bro. So we got to see how he does.
yeah,
Last year he got a pretty bad concussion twice, I think.
yeah, man. I
And
think it's I don't know,
you
dude. If he
know,
keeps getting hurt like that, I
yeah,
mean,
for reals. If they a couple more times, I think he'll
because
be
I
done
heard Deshaun Watson wanted to go there.
to Miami.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he wanted to go to Miami, but
where's he? Oh, he's a
uh,
Browns right now. He's on the
is that where
Browns.
he's at?
Yeah,
Browns. Oh, okay.
yeah, yeah. There's quarterbacks, bro. That I just think like, oh, I heard of them, and then I forget what team they're on or their backups.
Yeah.
It's like, god damn, these guys were good when I watched it. Not no more.
Yeah.
But it's all the young guys. You know, right now there's like a thing going on with running backs. Like the running backs are like don't want to be in the league no more. They're talking shit about their position.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about that. I've been trying to like catch up on it.
Uh huh.
So, have you read about it or no?
No.
No. Yeah, I don't know either.
So
I gotta look it up.
okay. Yeah, I actually haven't heard about that.
Yeah, all the running backs are tweeting stuff like our position. They don't care about us, and
You know what's
the league
going on
doesn't
too?
care.
In Hollywood,
Mm.
apparently, like the guy was it Danny Trejo. He's
Oh
like
yeah.
they're protesting a lot right now, and I think I saw a sign like not everybody gets paid. Like what's his name? The guy from Mission Impossible.
Um, Mission Impossible. That's
Tom
is that
Cruise.
Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
No, is it Tom Cruise?
Is it?
I don't know. I thought Mission Impossible was that guy
I,
Jason something.
no, no. I believe it's that guy, but there's a sign where they put like, yeah,
Yeah,
not all of us get paid like like
all top
actors like
dollar
that.
and shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro. They're
So
fucking rich.
apparently, yeah, they're doing that. but just all kinds of stuff going on.
Dang. Hey, you know that you talking about Danny Trejo? There's in Bellflower.
Yeah.
They got a mural. Did you see that or no?
No.
So okay, so they got a mural like of all the LA like icons,
Okay.
Tupac, Nipsey Hussle
Yeah.
and Kobe Bryant. They got Danny Trejo on there also, and they did a protest like all the cops and all the well, there was cops on the street
Yeah.
like blocking it off, but it was all like newscasts and all these like protesters trying to take down the mural because it was like on a main street. But the fucking mural, bro, is pretty dope. You should look at it. It's pretty tight. It's off of Woodruff, off right off the
What's
91
it? What city was this again?
and Bellflower.
Bellflower.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's pretty sick. And all the celebrities that were on there, they
Yeah.
came in and take pictures. Like all the ones that are alive.
Yeah.
So
Did you hear about that Tupac case? What's been going on?
I heard that there was two people involved, but I didn't like read into it or anything because I was at work when it happened.
Yeah. So I have the
Yeah,
app that I use, Newsbreak. I like the app because there's a lot of local stuff, and
yeah, and
you
like
basically
global stuff, bro.
yeah
Because you had put
you
me on
base
that.
yeah
Yeah,
you get a lot more news than your main like Yahoo or
yeah, because
Google
it
like
goes like instant, like
yeah and
CNN
one of
shit.
them was that they raided a house in Vegas.
Yeah,
And it's crazy because the way I see it is like, okay, like it's been so long,
mhm,
they're raiding a house. I'm like, what is the reason for it? Like,
right.
what the hell they're looking for? A weapon or like because
Some type of
supposedly,
evidence, probably.
yeah. I mean, the way I see it is like, uh, it's kind of like the UFO
Right.
whistleblowers. Like, they're people that are getting older, they're dying,
Yeah.
and they're at a point where like they don't give a fuck no more. They
Right. Just turn shit in, like whatever.
yeah. Um,
But people are saying Tupac's alive, man. I saw okay, so I saw a
I
TikTok
keep
video
hearing
about
that.
that.
They even say that Michael Jackson's still alive. I mean,
Yeah.
shit where like they fake their death and they go to an island or
Some
something.
Illuminati shit, bro. You believe that or no?
I mean, if the Epstein Island shit is real, bro, I mean, who
Yeah.
knows? Who knows
Okay,
what's
so for
out
the
there?
longest I didn't think that was real. But then I like someone started sending me TikToks about
Yeah.
it and I started like looking into it and now I'm like kind of like switching it up like oh shit, maybe it is true. But something about Disneyland, the middle of the Disneyland, did you hear about that or no? It's like a tunnel.
No.
So I guess the middle of Disneyland, like in what I think Disneyland or California Adventure, one of those. There's like a island in the middle of water.
Yeah.
Oh, Disneyland, right across from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay.
Um, I guess there's like a tunnel that guy used to take kids in there or whatever, and like escape or kidnap them or whatever to
Yeah.
the island. And also, I heard a TikTok thing about Peter Pan.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like a resemblance to Epstein Island
Oh, I see.
because you know how they take
Well,
the kids and they're all in like one spot.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was watching Joe Rogan.
Hmm.
The YouTube Shorts.
Right.
They'll show like a little small clip. So they showed the movie Pinocchio.
Uh huh.
I don't know if you remember, but there's a scene in Pinocchio where the guy that is hosting like that carnival where all the kids go and
Right.
they
Yeah, I
have
saw
fun.
that too.
They're saying that oh um basically he's talking about how like they're gonna come and then they're not gonna leave.
Right.
Um,
That's what the whole movie's about. It's like there's a lot of propaganda in that movie.
and the kids that they try to get are
Yeah.
the broken ones, are the ones that are
Abused
troublemakers,
and
they're
mean and
abused,
bad.
yeah,
Yeah.
and those are the kids that they lure and they take away. It's
Yeah.
like the kids like nobody cares about or something.
Right.
But
And
yeah,
that's
I
why they
mean,
say broken kids because they just throw them in the cages and then they use them or do whatever,
yeah, and
and then they're
it's
gone.
scary because I mean, even that movie that
Right.
came out 5 years ago, but it's now being played on in the movie theaters now. The what is it, Sound of Freedom?
Oh shoot, dude. Okay, so my wife wants to go see that movie,
Yeah,
but I told her no because I would cry to that.
yeah.
That shit just gets to me all the time, like the human
Especially
trafficking stuff.
as a parent, dude. I
Yeah.
mean, you feel that shit, bro. I mean, that could be
Yeah.
your kid,
I
bro.
can't yeah, exactly, dude. I can't be
Um,
watching movies
I've
like that.
actually, yeah,
I
I've
break
seen
down.
shit like that too, or like women or yeah, kids that get raped, and
Right.
it's just like man, it gets you
Well, not
mad
even
because you see
rape,
how
bro.
evil the world can be.
Yes, dude. There's fucking okay. So I don't understand, bro. There's the dad in Ohio.
Yeah,
Did you hear about that?
no.
Where he lined up his three boys and just like executed him in the back of the head, shot him, and the
Oh
mom
my
was on the
gosh.
porch. And then fucking cops come and take him. Like those are some douchebag guys, bro. Like,
Well,
how do you do that shit?
yeah, I mean that, and the kids that they don't feed them, they'll
Right.
lock them up like in a little closet or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. There's a
And I
bunch of
just
movies
don't
like that.
understand like if you really don't want the kid, I mean,
Just give them away.
just give them away.
Adoption. Yeah.
Yeah, like take him to
CPS.
orphanage. But I mean, yeah, I mean, you never know
Yeah.
because I mean, for me, I grew up with both of my parents. You know,
Right.
I come from a family of six, and for us, it's been pretty normal. I mean,
Yeah.
my parents, they always, we always had dinner. We always, did things together. Um, but there's other families out there that you don't know how they live.
Yeah. You just see them outside. You don't know what's inside those four
Uh,
walls, man.
yeah, because I mean, I when I was growing up, there was even friends that would come to my house and they would raid my fridge, bro. Like,
Dang. Yeah.
and
You
I'd be
like, what
like,
the hell? You
and
never
and
ate
now
that
you
or what?
start thinking like, do you eat at home or
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And
And
it's like,
when you're little,
fuck,
you don't just think like, what the hell? He was just eating my food, you know?
yeah, man. I
And
mean,
then
go ahead.
it ends up being like, fuck, bro, like, yeah, you're right. They're not eating, something's going on, or they're not getting fed, or
Yeah,
parents not working,
uh huh.
shit like that could happen.
Yeah, I mean, dude, like in high school when I was a senior, towards the end, we would ditch school like every day, man. Like
Dang.
it'd be like second period and then break,
Right.
and then be like six of my friends. All right, let's go to my house. But dude, there was times where like everybody would hit up the fridge, and then my mom would
Mhm.
have to like buy groceries that same day.
Yeah. She's like, what the hell happened to
And
my fridge? Was all
and
my
I'm like, and
food?
then I was like, yeah, I can't be doing that no more.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, I mean,
Damn. All bad.
yeah.
There was this freaking video that I saw. What about the I'm gonna go back real quick. You said about aliens. Did you see the alien thing that happened in Vegas in that backyard?
No,
Where
was this recently?
like maybe like a couple months ago, last month,
Okay.
but it was like an alien or someone, a UFO just landed in the backyard and they called the cops. Did you hear about that
What?
or no?
No.
No. And there was like a 911 call about it, and then the cops came and said, we got a call about UFO landing in the back, and the kids are like, yeah, I'm serious, and he's like, yeah, I'm not here to say nothing because my partner saw something out the sky too. He just wants to like confirm it, and it was like all on that police camera on the chest,
Yeah.
and I just thought like, I don't know, that's kind of weird. Now aliens are starting to come out. You believe aliens?
Honestly, I do. Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, th- I mean, we live
I
in
think
such
they're
a
here,
big
man.
universe, bro. I
Yeah.
mean, and they're already saying the
Mhm.
pyramids, in Egypt, in the Aztecs and Mayans, they're
Right.
saying that they didn't build that. That
No.
shit was already there, bro. That
Okay.
that
So
shit was standing there, and they just
right.
basically they saw it empty and they took over.
Yeah, just moved in. I heard
But
that giants, like I saw videos
so
of like giant people, bro, like Bigfoot style,
yeah,
like huge ass people, bro, that are the ones that built that shit. That's why they say humans, because back then those were like those humans.
yeah. Well, they refer them to the Nephilims.
Nephilims.
So I mean, as far as what I followed,
Mhm.
the Nephilim supposedly were the 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 freaking kids of
Right.
the fallen angels that
Uh huh.
had sex with the humans,
What the
and they
hell?
created fucking giant humans.
Yeah.
And they've actually found many skeletons,
Yeah.
20
Fossil I saw
feet.
before.
And supposedly, I heard a story that what they do with it is they don't take it to the museum. They pick up
Right.
the bones and
Mhm.
then they just store it somewhere. Like they're not showing it to the world.
Yeah, because it's like that
It,
confidential shit. That
yeah.
Area 21 or
Um.
51.
Yeah, but what I did hear, I mean, it's interesting because when it comes to aliens, there's also like
Mhm.
religion involved. Somehow
Right.
there's religion involved. Um, like for example, like they're saying that the Adam and Eve, they were actually like 13, 15 feet tall, shit
Dang.
like that, and then Jesus lived till he was like 900. Like,
Yeah.
and
Well, who knows, how old he was actually, but
yeah, I mean stuff like that where like they say like before the flood, like we used to be able to
mhm,
like uh our age we would
like,
live longer. And then like after the flood, like all the wicked people and like the
yeah,
giants,
they
everything
changed it.
died off and they changed everything. But um I mean there's a lot of theories like our bodies can actually they're designed to live longer, but
Yeah.
I mean it's like a disease. Like you get to a certain age and then you start breaking down, you
So
start getting
I know,
older, and,
right?
and then
Hmm.
you next thing
It's
you
like
know, dude.
opposite.
Yeah.
So, okay, so do you believe in science or do you believe in like evolution?
uh
Or it's
you
like
know what, I don't think
half and half?
I know enough to make that to answer that. I mean, I think I'm open to both,
Yeah,
really,
same, dude, because there's
because
things that sound good in one way, some things that make sense the other way.
yeah, I mean, it, it's like a debate, you know, you
Like
whether you're
the
right or
Earth's
wrong, you
flat
can make it sound.
around, like that's like the the main one that everyone talks about or
Well, you
whatever.
know how they well,
But they say the
I don't know
Arctic
about the
Wall.
flat Earth,
Uh
but
huh.
as far as how they prove why the Earth is round is
Yeah.
because when you're looking straight, um, what's it called? You can't see what's
The edge.
directly. Yeah, you can't see straight in front of you. Supposedly, you
Right.
see like a curve or something like that. As far as like
I don't
the
know.
real, but
Because
I
I
don't know
seen
exactly how
videos.
it works. I mean,
Right.
I'm not a scientist.
Yeah. So I seen videos where it's like people go all the way to the edge, but there's like a wall. It's like an Arctic wall, and
Yeah,
there's only like one or two spots that you can enter. I seen before,
yeah,
and then like the fucking Navy is like right there, guarding that shit. And because I saw somebody post a video,
yeah.
like fishermen or something like that, and then all these Navy boats and these fucking submarines are all right there guarding that shit, saying turn around now, or like miles before you get to the Arctic wall, but
I
you can see it from a distance.
Yeah, I mean, I did hear that theory too that
Yeah,
past that wall there's like other continents and stuff
right.
like that. But
Then
like,
I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe who knows? Just the
uh,
government.
yeah, I mean, it's
But
interesting. I feel like that we know more about space than we know about
right,
our planet, dude. Because like
yeah.
even the ocean, all that shit.
All right. So let me ask you this. All right, it's gonna sound weird. Do you believe in mermaids?
You know what? I didn't before, and
Hmm.
then I've seen a couple documentaries
Right.
and videos about people who've seen them.
Yeah.
There was even a guy that came out on Joe Rogan. I forgot his name, but he was talking about how like he went with a kid to a lagoon,
Hmm.
and there's a lagoon.
Like on the other side of the world, probably though,
Yeah.
huh? Yeah.
So the lagoon, they said that do
Hmm.
not go at night. You know, don't
Right.
only in the daytime.
Yeah.
And they were in the water
Hmm.
apparently, and that something just freaking they felt something coming towards them, and supposedly it was like the guy said that it didn't look like a mermaid. It looked like a fucking like a man. You know,
Right.
like a man with half you know humanoid, and then the rest like
Like
fish
mermaid
like
stuff. Yeah.
But I mean, who knows? I mean, I feel like because they're even saying the
Hmm.
monolith,
Yeah.
it's probably still living. It's probably.
Maybe.
I mean, yeah.
Okay. So I believe in mermaids, and I'll give you my reasons because I have an aunt. Right. She was a archaeologist
Hmm.
or biologist or something ist,
Yeah.
and she went on like a expedition like on the other side of the world, like where for mermaids, like a marine biologist kind of thing.
Uh huh.
And she showed me this old ass like Polaroid picture of her next to like mermaid bones. And then she said mermaids are not like Little Mermaid or nothing like that. Mermaids are supposed to be like hunters, like of the ocean. So pretty much they look mean, they look angry, they look scary, they look like monsters, like with fucking claws and all this shit. But they got like webbed fingers and all that.
Yeah.
But they're supposed to be hunters, so they like hunt whales and they hunt fucking other sea creatures or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's the reason I believe in aliens because I saw a picture and I that was her.
Hmm.
And shit, bro, I don't know. Maybe they're real, but some people don't believe them, but I do.
Yeah. I mean, another thing I've heard is
Mhm.
dolphins are really smart.
Right.
And basically like they can
Mhm.
communicate and they talk in their own language.
Right. That.
But I believe it was like a documentary where they were talking about how like the dolphins are so smart that it seemed like somebody actually like taught them,
Oh, like
like
trained them and
yeah,
shit.
like trained them, like taught
It's
them
like
certain
that
things.
eco talking or some shit where they like sonic waves or something they
Yeah,
use to talk. Yeah.
yeah,
That's
but I've been also watching because they passed a law about whistleblowers, like
uh-huh.
so there's a lot of whistleblowers that are coming out, and
What is that? What is that?
whistleblower is basically a person that works in a company and they see something that's not right and
Oh, and just like expose
they
them?
want to
Yeah.
expose it.
Yeah.
So they passed a law saying that that those people are protected.
Okay.
Um, and that they've been
And what they
supposedly.
kill them or what?
Well, it's like before, those people were afraid to talk about like, whatever, like let's
Mhm.
say aliens, like they're involved in something like that,
Yeah.
and if they talk about it, they might go after them.
Right. Like the
Um,
labs and all that hiding shit.
yeah. Um, so um, yeah. So basically, this this last interview that I
Mhm.
saw, this guy, you familiar with Raytheon?
Raytheon, nah, who's that? It's a guy.
Raytheon, it's a
Yeah.
military company.
Oh, it's a company. Okay.
So they make weapons and
Uh
stuff like
huh.
that. And this guy was a whistleblower because apparently they've been doing a lot of like experiments, and he was
Hmm.
talking about how like this one
Like
experiment.
illegal stuff or
Well,
what?
they're testing weapons out.
Yeah.
Um, and this one weapon that they've been testing, they created an earthquake in New
Oh
Zealand.
shit.
Um, so it's like stuff like that you
So is
hear.
that like that base that you're talking about is in New Zealand?
No, they're just experiments that they do, and I don't know if
Um.
they do them in the ocean, but
Yeah.
the company Raytheon, they're involved in making a lot of military weapons and stuff like
Oh, like
that.
artillery shit.
Yeah, I'm not
Damn.
sure if it's just artillery, but it's a lot of
Yeah.
it's military stuff. Um, but I mean, there's that guy, and then there's another guy that's saying that at one point there was UFOs, and then
Yeah.
the government started using the technology, and a lot of the UFOs or UAPs they're actually man-made now. They're so we do have them.
Right.
Like there's some that are man-made, and then
Mhm.
there's some that are
Alien made.
yeah, extraterrestrial. And I mean, I when you talk about aliens, you can go down this rabbit hole, and there's just so
Yeah.
much to
It's like different tunnels going everywhere.
yeah, and it's like it's almost like there's real information and then there's fake information. It's all blended together, and you got to figure out
Yeah.
what
It's
you
like a
know.
puzzle.
Yeah.
And it's
Um.
hard because there's people saying this is right, this is right. No, my way, your way, it's like you just gotta pick a spot and kind of just pick and choose from here and there, what's good and what's bad.
Yeah, because that guy with Bob Lazar. I don't know if you're familiar with that guy.
No, I heard of him though before.
Yeah,
Yeah, I heard that name.
he was the guy that supposedly worked in Area 51.
Uh-huh.
He said that one of the UFOs, the unique thing about them is that there was no screws or bolts or anything. Everything was like
Dang.
one piece.
Yeah.
Like there's
Like
no
just one.
panels, like none of that
So
stuff.
how do they get in?
Yeah,
That like blue light probably, huh? Like
I don't know.
teleportation.
It's like that, and then also like, um, have you noticed that when there's like supposedly like alien bodies, like they're like naked, like there's no clothes or you know what I
Yeah.
mean, like they're
Like it's
just
supposed to
gray.
be like just skin or whatever, right?
Yeah, so there's another guy. His name's Doctor Greer.
Mhm.
Um, he basically talks about how like apparently they called him because he used to be involved with I'm not sure if it's the government, but he was actually involved in a couple projects. Um, but they actually came to him apparently because the aliens had clothes,
Dang.
but they didn't know how they put them on because the
What the
clothes
hell?
didn't have buttons or anything like
Oh, so it's like some type of jumpsuit type of
that. So
thing.
some kind of like
Like they suck
yeah,
them in and they're stuck in there,
it's
vacuumed
almost
in.
like having like those shoes that what is it from Back to the Future? You put them on and they just tie by themselves,
Yeah, that's
or
it,
they
huh?
or the
Automatic
jacket,
stuff. It's
dude.
like big as fuck, and then they put them on and just like goes to your
It just
size.
adjusts to your
Yeah,
dude. That would be dope though,
if
huh?
they had those, just
You
real quick, just hop in.
you would never have to
Yeah,
look up a size, dude.
nothing. Just one size fits all. That's definition right there. One size fits all.
Yeah.
That's what we need. Shit, shoes, hats, clothes, everything.
Yeah, just adjusts on its own.
That'd be tight. Do you think like the airplane trails are like chemicals,
Oh, the
or you think they're
chemtrails?
flat? Yeah,
Uh, I don't know. That's another thing. I mean, I don't hear much about that
right.
anymore.
No,
Have you
I've
heard something recently
no,
or?
no, but I've always think about it. Like
Yeah.
every time I see them going,
Uh huh.
because I see like a straight line and they start spreading into clouds.
Yeah.
So who knows? Maybe they are.
Well, supposedly they make clouds now, right?
Yeah. So I see that. I mean, well, when they do those trails, they
Yeah.
turn into clouds. Because if you
Okay,
look
so
at them for a long time,
that's
they
what it
start
is.
stretching out,
Yeah.
and then they start like expanding.
Okay.
So with that being said, maybe they control the fucking weather too.
See, that's the
You know?
next thing because I mean, it always goes down to war, dude. Everything they
Yeah.
want to invent, like I noticed, they always
War is
use it for
everything, huh?
war too. I mean, anything from like cell phones, wireless technology. That
Yeah.
a lot of that stuff came out from the Germans.
Mhm.
Supposedly, the Germans came out with
So
I
they're the
think
first for
cell
everything or
phone,
what?
like a lot of stuff like that. They came out with the tank.
But what? Just U.S. took like credit for it or what?
No, I'm not saying
Oh.
they got credit for it, but what I'm saying is that a lot of stuff that they invented, it's
Mhm.
almost like they first their intentions was to use it for war. Like
Yeah.
for example, weather. Imagine they could freaking start a blizzard or some heavy
Yeah,
rain,
dude, with like a
and it would
machine,
really
just
throw
zoom
off the
the
people.
war.
You're yeah.
Yeah, it can make them super cold, super hot.
Oh yeah,
Like try to fucking like Hunger Games.
yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
just control everything. They
Yeah, I
just
mean
control
the
everything, bro.
world is
That's it.
strange. That
Government just controls everything, bro. They're hiding shit. It's weird. It's different. Um, what about you, man? How's everything with you? Cool.
yeah, everything's good. Um, I finally got the equipment going. I mean,
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
you know, pretty happy about that. But as far as the music thing right now, I mean, I
Uh-huh.
haven't done too much.
Yeah.
I did add the intro to this podcast.
Mhm.
Is actually one of the songs I wrote.
Oh yeah. Are you
Yeah.
singing it? Or are you playing it or what?
I haven't recorded with my
Uh huh.
vocals yet.
Yeah.
But I am gonna. I'm planning on doing that.
Yeah.
Because I also like, for example, if I interview people that are artists or they want to
Hmm.
perform or anything, I also do a video like that.
Oh, that's pretty
So
tight.
like
Like in the podcast.
yeah, so
Yeah.
my friend Thomas, that was in one of the episodes, um, he performed, so
Yeah.
I got him a video for his performance,
Oh, that's pretty sick.
um, and like stuff like that. So I'm also still trying to get involved with
Yeah, with
music.
music still.
The one thing is though, as far as exercise, because I was running all the time,
Yeah,
dude, I've been just slacking off,
that's
bro.
it.
Like once you stop like working out, you give yourself that like, oh, I'm gonna do it the next day. I'm gonna do
Yeah,
it, and then little by little you
man, I
get
know
lazy.
that is, man. Shit, I'll do it next week. Next week,
Yeah,
but I don't know, man. We just gotta get our asses up, you know.
yeah.
Not
I
next week
mean,
now, you
eh,
know, but not right now. Right now, let's drink a
yeah.
beer.
Right now we're chilling. You still playing games? Because I know you were saying you were playing. You play online, right? You play
Yeah.
what is it, Call of Duty or?
I used to play games.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I still would love to play them.
Yeah.
Just to chill and just fucking game out.
Yeah.
I'm just super busy, bro. I just don't have time.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got my Xbox there chilling. My
Yeah.
son plays it. He plays GTA,
Hmm.
so I just there sit down watch him. He's gonna be the one just taking over everything now. So
Yeah.
he's that age where he's like into games, so he plays with his cousins and shit like that. So
Yeah. I mean, I got a nephew. He's about 4 years old.
yeah,
Kid's already playing Roblox on a tablet, dude. It's like the
yeah,
new
dude.
normal, dude.
My
Like
son too is
he's
crazy.
like younger and younger.
Yeah,
You see him. Um,
have their own phones already and shit. Like what the
yeah.
hell?
It's definitely different from when I grew up, dude.
Different gen,
And
huh?
it's funny because when I was a kid, your parents or people that are older will tell you at the time, well, when I was a kid,
Yeah,
like
I don't want to
we
hear that
we
shit.
didn't have the internet,
Yep.
we didn't.
And then now you catch yourself saying it. You're like, well, at least me, I catch myself saying it like, damn, or in my head, like, damn, I didn't have that shit, like,
Yeah.
damn, I had to walk. I had to walk here, walk there,
Hmm.
without fucking driving. Now I got a car. So it's like, I'm walk nowhere,
Y-
like, why do I got to walk? I got a car.
yeah, you get you get used to it, you get
Yeah.
comfortable. Um, but I had some family come down from
Uh-huh.
Fresno.
Oh, cool.
So they came actually was it Thursday night?
Hmm.
This is when I actually felt old. So my niece, she's going to college already,
Dang.
and I remember her when she was like, dude, she was very little,
Yeah.
and now she's going to college.
Damn. So
And
like
you
10 plus
see,
years,
yeah,
huh?
once you start seeing like your nephews going to college and stuff like
Yeah.
that,
You're like,
like damn, dude,
where's
you're
time
getting
gone?
old, bro.
Huh? And then tomorrow your back's not gonna be working. You're gonna get up like, oh, my back,
Yeah. Um, but yeah, we were at the house, did a
chilling.
barbecue, just chilling. The weather wasn't too bad over there in
Yeah.
was it Costa Mesa?
Oh yeah. Well, I
Because
mean, you're
near the
close by the
beach.
ocean. Yeah.
Yeah, but as soon as I got here, dude, you could just feel
Yeah.
it, man. I mean, earlier I was miserable, bro. Like, cause I didn't have the AC on. I
Yeah.
just had the windows open, and I don't
Oh, it
know.
gets
Do
super
you guys get
stuffy.
bitten by mosquitoes? Cause I've been getting bitten by
Um,
mosquitoes, bro, left
I
and
bought the
right.
mosquito thing.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah. So I bought like this little light thing or the mosquito zapper. So I just hang that like in the house.
Oh, inside the
It's a yeah.
house?
There's an indoor one. So
Oh, really? I didn't know
yeah.
that. I thought they
So
were just for like outside.
um, maybe
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I put it inside.
You're like it works
Yeah, I mean, it
inside.
works inside, bro,
It
because
does
we
the
need them,
job.
But I do have like I buy like these little cones and you light them up
Yeah.
and then it's throw smoke, so it's like a mosquito repellent.
Oh, dude,
Um,
maybe that's what I should get
yeah,
because yeah, man. And like usually like they're like mosquitoes that look like flies. Like
yeah,
these
it's the
little
baby ones that fuck you up,
oh
dude. The
dude.
big ones they just chill
And
there.
then they when I'm wearing
Yeah,
like flip flops, they get my feet,
Your
and then
toes.
oh my god, dude, and it's like I can't sleep, bro. Like
Yeah.
just keep getting bit left and right.
You're like, damn, what am I doing wrong? Yeah, dude, ants. Ants are like an issue for us. Like in
Really,
the summer.
you know what?
Like
I used to
surprisingly, we're
have
not
that
having them right now.
issue for some reason.
Yeah.
I haven't lately.
Yeah, okay, so that's what my wife mentioned too. Like we're not having no ants right now. But
Interesting.
before we were, it was
Yeah,
weird, you know. So maybe they're doing like some type of fumigation or whatever.
yeah.
But yeah, it's that time where they're gonna be coming out and all these like fucking weird spiders, you know.
Oh, you guys get,
So
dude.
yeah,
I
I get some
haven't encountered
spiders.
any spiders. Luckily,
Yeah,
no roaches either. But
no, same.
what's it called? My kid, she used to what's it called, leave wrappers everywhere and food
Yeah.
everywhere.
Oh
And
yeah.
I one of these days I'm like, there's gonna be cockroaches one of these
Yeah.
days, leaving food out or any
Shoot,
little
man.
crumbs.
Yeah,
Um,
because they smell that shit from miles, man. Somehow,
yeah,
yeah, they just fucking show up and boom, start fucking producing.
yeah. My parents, they used to have a rat problem a couple
Yeah.
years back. Um, it was the weirdest. Uh,
Mhm.
it just happened randomly because and I saw it too. There was a rat. The door was open in the backyard. A rat
Mhm.
just freaking ran in the house.
Like a big one?
Yeah, big one.
What the
And then all of a sudden, dude, there's more than one. And then
dang? It was like a family.
then yeah, there's like
They're
a
in the
family.
walls
Yeah,
or
dude,
outside?
they were in the
Oh dang,
walls. And we had a family sleepover, and
they
there's
heard
someone
them.
sleeping in the living room. And she told me, dude,
Yeah,
it was like having cats like
like crawling or like
crawling, like you can just they were on the
dang,
table. She said that she
Ratatouille.
was sleeping and she can feel the rat on her freaking
Oh hell no!
walkie, bro.
Imagine you're like, oh shit, just go, just act dead.
Yeah, and it's like at
Fuck
that point it's
that.
like, fuck, are
Yeah,
they aggressive if
huh?
hit
You
them or
move a
something?
little bit, start biting
Because
you,
those
and then you get
motherfuckers bite,
fucking
dude. They can
rabies or
bite through
whatever.
everything, man. They could even bite through metal.
Metal.
And
I seen that, bro. Their fucking front teeth like doom 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 doom.
dude,
They're
I've
like
seen
claws.
this video, bro. I
Yeah.
couldn't believe it till I saw it. This freaking rat, bro, got
Mhm.
caught in a rat trap, right?
And
It
it chewed it out or
it
what?
chewed out its fucking arm or
Oh,
leg
I seen that
to
before.
freaking get away, bro.
Yeah, I seen something
It
like that.
sacrificed its limb,
That's
bro.
crazy. Like I'm not dying today. Boom,
Oh
boom,
my
boom. Chomped
god.
it up and
Yeah.
just dip.
And it's not like these they can regrow
Hmm.
it, It's like there's some
Yeah,
animals that
they're not
regenerate,
reptiles
but
like lizards.
yeah.
Yeah. No, that's it. He's limping now. He's out there limping. Right too. He's limping.
Yeah. But when we bought a what is it, 65-inch for my parents,
Mhm.
and we removed the old furniture, and when we removed the old
Rat poop
furniture,
everywhere. Huh?
dude, it was like a pile of freaking bones, wrappers,
Oh shit.
like it was
Yeah.
like a nest of food, like it was like a mountain, bro. It
Yeah.
was it was pretty bad.
Dang.
And then towards the end, when they were
Mhm.
gone, there was one remaining because when you would go in the restroom, it
You still
fucking
hear him?
stunk, bro. No, there
Oh.
was a dead rat in the
Oh,
wall, bro.
inside.
Inside the
Dang.
wall. So because it was in the
And it was going
wall,
through the wall. Damn. That's
yeah, so it was dead and then it reeked and then they remodeled the whole house eventually,
yeah. He
cleared
found
it out.
them. Oh, you're like, damn. That's that shit smell.
But
Fuck.
that was, I mean, at the time I was living with my parents.
Yeah.
But that was the only experience I had with rats, dude.
We never had rats.
That shit is not fun.
Yeah, roaches. We never had that. And ants. We had ants.
Yeah,
Ants always been an issue, but I
yeah.
mean, you could get rid of those easy. Just a
Yeah.
little bit of traps or whatever. Little remedies they put out there.
Yeah, and don't leave out like any
Sweet stuff.
sweet stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Because one time, dude, my kids dropped Gatorade on the carpet,
Yeah.
and like we tried to clean it up, but I guess we didn't do it good enough. Fucking trail, dude, all the way down from the kitchen to the living room. Bam, just followed them all around the house. Like shit, man.
It's almost like there's a
Yeah.
lookout. He's like, all right, I
Yeah.
found something.
Like we're good. Let's go. Bring in
There's
the bring in the
a-
colony.
It's like there's somebody scouting and
Yeah.
shit looking.
They got one person. Yeah, hey, time to go in. Recon,
Yeah.
and then they fucking find something, and it's like it's not one, dude. It's like fucking hundreds.
Yeah.
They're like, fuck, dude. They all come and get whatever the fuck they get.
Yeah,
know?
I mean, dude, ants are interesting because they can lift like what, like three or four times their
Yeah,
weight,
and they're
some
like,
crazy shit like that.
yeah, I seen shit like little videos like where they like zoom in
Yeah.
slow motion, and they're like chomping and shit and building their nest and doing all. Bro, it's weird. So when I fucking smoke, I watch like these weird ass videos,
Yeah.
and I be like, what the hell? and there's like animals doing weird shit, like where you can't tell, like normal, right? But they gotta like zoom in on it, and then they go everything slow motion, so you see everything happen,
Yeah.
and it's like I don't know. To me, it's kind of weird. Like, oh, but it's cool.
Yeah.
I like to watch that.
Yeah, like I've seen a video where I forgot what kind of
Mhm,
ants. I don't know if they're army ants.
mhm.
There's this they're a lot bigger. I think they're black
Yeah,
as well, but what they did is they got on top of each other to like
make a
climb up.
ladder.
Yeah, they made a
Oh
ladder to
shit.
get up on a tree,
Nah, those
bro.
are robots, dude.
No, that shit's real. Like
Yeah,
they actually like will start climbing on top of each other and they make a bridge like to
dang.
get to somewhere. And it's like how the like
And they say, hold it, hold it.
yeah, and remember that show Ancient Aliens? It was on the History
um,
Channel. That
nah, I
well,
never watched it.
oh, okay. Well, that's when I started
Yeah,
getting into aliens.
yeah.
That first came out, like
It's an old
I
show or
was
what?
yeah, old show.
Yeah,
I mean, now it's kind of like every episode's the same. Like
yeah.
um, but basically there's a episode where there's like paintings, like caveman paintings,
Oh
and
yeah.
like it's a freaking like a praying mantis type alien.
What the
So like
hell?
an insect.
But those are those paintings. I seen like pictures of those before
Yeah.
though in real life though. Not real life, but like videos and pictures
Uh
that
huh.
people take. And they're
Yeah.
like what are they called? They're like artifact, no well artifacts, but they're like what do the Mayans call them? You know what they're
Like
called?
hieroglyphs?
Are
No,
they like
not
those?
hieroglyphics.
No, like the
Um,
emoji looking things or what? Or actual drawings?
no, like actual drawings.
Um, like
But
crudes.
yeah, I mean, basically, what I'm saying is that if there was like for example, like an ant that was like
Mhm.
our size, I mean,
Somebody would
they
draw
would
it.
dominate us,
Yeah.
right? They're even
Um.
saying of a gorilla, bro. You know
Well,
how
gorillas are
gorillas are
huge, bro.
super cut?
Yeah.
If they were as smart as us, dude, they would destroy us because they're stronger
Well,
than us. And now,
yeah.
if they were as smart, dude, they
Well,
would
they're
be
pretty
the
smart though.
yeah,
But like the Planet of the Ape type shit. Oh yeah, that's
yeah,
fucking
dude.
crazy.
It's coming to life. Well, I mean, right now, supposedly, they're saying that they're in the Stone Age,
Mhm.
because they've seen apes make weapons. They've seen them make spears, bro, and
Dang.
fish.
So
Um,
they're like trying to catch up. Are they gonna
they
get there soon?
dude, they even make their own alcohol. They get
What the hell?
yeah, they get bananas
They
and they
smash
put
them?
them, they smash them, and they leave them, they let them rot,
Yeah.
and it turns into alcohol.
Oh shit.
Um, there's a lot of stuff, a lot of fruit that basically it ferments and
Yeah.
it starts becoming alcohol. But stuff like that, and I'm like,
It probably
dude, and
smells though.
yeah,
Like
but I mean, I started thinking that
yeah.
too, Planet of the Apes. I'm like,
Yeah, like but
dude,
that shit can happen though. That's crazy. Some King Kong shit.
yeah, I mean, what if like everything in this planet is like uh eventually gonna evolve like to like a humanoid type?
You think so?
No, I'm just saying like what if
Oh.
and everybody's I mean we're just at a faster rate or something and everything else is at a slower rate. I mean,
Yeah. And then once like we get to the end of wherever we're at,
yeah.
like everything's gonna catch up and then that's it. We're like gonna be extinct. Because they're
Yeah.
not gonna be like no more to like upgrade yourself or
Well
you
that
know
or we're just gonna freaking end up because the whole AI thing, like they're trying to upload like your
yeah,
entire
chips
brain
and
into
shit. Yeah,
yeah.
that's pretty crazy too, bro. About that
It's
AI
like
shit,
or
and that's
there's
getting
just gonna
people in
be
trouble.
robots everywhere, no more
Yeah,
humans.
because I saw a video that they're already having like robot cops like in New York, and they just like roam around like it's like little rovers, and they rove
Dude,
like around
imagine
the
one of
park
those going
watching
rogue,
them.
dude.
I know, right? Just start shooting people and like crazy shit, but someone's got to be controlling it, so it's got to be that person who's
It wouldn't be autonomous then,
yeah.
because uh, apparently they made some in was it China, somewhere in
Oh, I
Asia,
saw that. It was with
and it
them. They were
fucking
walking like in an aircraft thing or something like that, or they were walking next to people. It was like a robot. It was like an
um
army robot thing though.
well they had like
It
two
was like
robots
Terminator
and
shit.
yeah, and
Yeah.
apparently it killed like four
Hmm.
people, so they had to dismantle them
Dang.
because the thing went rogue on them.
Oh shit.
So it's like
But they put like its own mind or something, or like
yeah, so
own like program it.
autonomous, yeah,
Yeah.
so when it's like autonomous
Uh huh.
means that it thinks for itself
Oh damn.
and it could
Hell
learn
no.
for itself.
No, that's like
And
some
and
Iron Man shit, dude.
it's scary because a machine like that can think for itself.
Yeah.
I mean, how easy is it to just upload
Hmm.
all the information from the internet?
Yeah, just real quick, and then everything will be just already installed inside you,
Yeah,
and they're just gonna like download random shit and shit that we can't get a hold of. and then boom, there they go. They flip
Ye-
on us.
I think, and there was a, I saw a video of an AI where they were asking it questions,
Mhm.
and one of the things it said is like the first thing I would do is eliminate all the humans because they're
Dang,
destroying the.
that's like some.
It's like it's stuff
That's
like that.
Terminator shit, bro. It's
Yeah.
gonna happen. Watch.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, like
It already happened.
we've been destroying the planet. I
Yeah.
mean, with all the stuff going on, I mean, at the end of the day, it almost seems like greed is what really takes over everything. I
Yeah.
mean, and that's why, like, a lot of like pollution and
Mhm.
there's the oceans too. I mean, I don't know what area it is, but it where they show like like a football field, bro, of
Yeah.
trash floating in the ocean.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and people try to clean it up,
Yeah.
but that's all our freaking garbage, bro.
Yeah. Okay. So I know they got landfills and shit,
Yeah.
but they gotta have like some type of island, like just for trash, because where the fuck do they throw all this trash?
Do you remember the movie Idiocracy?
No.
So
What is that?
Idiocracy, they're saying like now it's a documentary. Basically,
Mhm.
it's the United States in the future,
Yeah.
and in the beginning of the movie, what
Mhm.
happens is they have this big mountain of trash, and
Dang.
they throw they throw
Trash.
one more dump of trash, and as soon as they dump it, there's a
It
freaking
falls.
yeah, it all falls.
Avalanche, like boom, just all
And
the fucking years of trash
yeah,
just tumbles.
and it basically says like how everything like the movie shows how like the guy can order everything from his TV. He's got a
What the
toilet.
hell?
Yeah, he's got a toilet in his couch, so he doesn't have to move. Yeah,
Imagine that, dude. You're just chilling and just going to the restroom at the same time, and then boom, it's gone.
yeah. So it shows how like the family tree starts and like how
Yeah,
people started getting dumber and dumber and dumber,
yeah. That's
and it
like
it, it kind of shows a little bit of how what's going on now. Like not exactly, but
right
it
similarities
yeah,
or
similarity is
things
kind of
that
funny.
yeah.
Like what?
So it's a comedy movie.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
comedy
I'm
movie.
gonna check it out, bro. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
So it's
It's
like
a quite an old it's not that old, but yeah, it's a classic. It's
yeah.
definitely been around for a while. But yeah, I mean it's a
So
funny movie.
lately I've been okay. So well, that's cool because I'm gonna check it out
Yeah.
because lately I've been watching like well right now I'm stuck on Married with Children. You ever seen that? Yeah,
You
with
know
Al
what?
Bundy.
I've been wanting to follow it. And I
Yeah.
haven't done it yet.
All right, but did you ever
But
watch it when you're little, or
yeah,
like it comes on, you're
dude,
like,
of course, dude.
ah, I don't
That
want to
right
watch
there
this,
reminds
or
me of the '90s, right there, dude.
yeah,
Married with Children, I Love Lucy, like stuff like that.
okay,
Like certain
yeah,
times when you grew up, like it was on
watching that, right?
TV.
Or it's like
Yeah,
you get a day off at school and that shit's on right there,
yeah,
and you just watch it because that's the only shit on.
yeah,
So right now I'm watching all the shows, and dude, those shits are funny. Like I'm starting to relate to them, and I can understand them better. And when we're little, I was just like, oh, I don't want to watch this shit. Change it, put on cartoons or whatever. But now it's like I start laughing at these jokes.
yeah.
So I think all the older shows have funnier jokes now than they did before. Because now it's just all about like you can't say shit about.
Yeah.
It's all restricted.
Well,
So
that
mhm,
that Mario movie
yeah,
that came out.
mhm,
Um, that movie is probably one of the few movies that they didn't freaking. It was just a movie. They didn't
yeah,
push no genders or none of that stuff because
right.
there's other movies like Disney and stuff, and
Oh,
they're
every movie's bro gotta have a black person.
yeah,
It's gotta be gay
yeah,
or lesbian or
exactly.
some weird shit like that.
Yeah. It's like that '70s show. Remember that '70s show?
Yeah,
You know that guy Fez? Like,
yeah,
you know how sometimes they make that guy seem like he's gay,
but he's not.
but he's not.
Yeah,
And then they came out with the other one was that
yeah, that
'90s show,
'90s show.
and now they
Yeah,
did put a gay guy,
yeah.
and it's almost
So
like they have to put one in.
yeah,
I don't
because
know.
if not, then the whole community shits like, hey, what about us? Like, dude, like this like 1% or 0.1%.
Yeah,
But somehow, bro, they got a fucking voice and they're switching shit up. And for a while at Target,
yeah.
they're having like fucking gay rainbows and shit like that
They've been
in the
boycotting
boys
that, dude.
section, dude. And then they
Yeah,
finally
bro.
took it out. But I told my wife, like, stop shopping there, bro. I'm
Well,
not trying to do none of that
it's
shit.
just like what happened with Bud Light. I mean,
Oh yeah, true.
I mean, supposedly they're still freaking hurting,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, dude, their
it's
beer was super cheap. It was like fucking $13 for I think it was like 24 pack or something like that.
oh really?
Yeah, I was like, damn.
Damn, dude. Eventually
But yeah, I
they're
don't
just gonna
drink Bud
start
Light.
giving it away.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
free.
like buy
That's it,
one pack,
huh?
get
Buy
one
one,
for
get one
free.
free. Yeah. So they gotta do like some type of promotion, like throw in the can.
Yeah,
So I don't know, man. Who knows? Maybe I mean, I'm cool with gay people, bro. It's fine. Just don't do
yeah.
shit near me or on me about me,
See,
you know?
see that I did have an issue with like okay, there's people that they want to be like that, fine. But then there's people that are like promoting it,
Yeah.
bro, and they're like, it's almost like even like like okay, let's say you're on the bus, right?
Mhm.
And then you see like a couple, straight couple, guy and a girl, and they start making out next to you. It's like, bro, I don't want to
Exactly.
see that shit.
Yeah.
Whether it's like a gay thing or straight thing, it's
Right.
like almost kind of like that, where it's like, I
Like,
don't
don't
need to.
do it here.
Okay,
Yeah.
I already know, bro, but I don't
Yeah.
need to see your business. You know what I mean?
But okay.
It's almost like promoting it now.
All right.
Like,
Now, what if you see a girl and girl kissing?
well, I guess it would depend.
Oh, sexy,
But
huh?
but
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 then you see two
but
guys, you're like, what the fuck?
yeah, I mean,
That's just not
you
normal,
know what?
bro.
If
It
it's
was,
like at a bar or something, I
yeah.
mean, I don't know. It's just
What
there.
that
But
gives the
if it's
guys a pass? I don't think so,
no,
bro. I
but
think that's pretty gay.
no, but what? No, that's not what I mean. I mean the girl on
Oh,
girl. The guy on guy. No,
yeah.
I'm not
Hell
talking
no.
about that. No, what I'm saying is that yeah, if it's at a store or something like
Uh
that,
huh.
no, it's just inappropriate.
Right.
Um, but as a guy,
So
yeah,
it's
if
got
I
to be
saw,
like at
I've
a
never,
perfect
if I
setting.
see two girls kissing, like yeah, I might look, you know what I mean. But if it's at a bar, but if it's a normal place, like
Yeah.
no, especially if I'm with my kid and stuff, like no,
Right.
dude, I
It's still
came to a
kind of
store
weird.
to shop, not to.
Yeah. See this shit. But I don't know, man. They got a big word. They got a big voice. Those fucking community
Yeah,
shit,
I
man.
mean, it's interesting because for a lot, I mean, you would hear a lot of the like women's
Mhm.
rights, right?
Right.
It was a lot of that, and then
Well,
now,
they started adding letters. So at first it was like gay, bisexual, and then it was like trans,
yeah,
and then it was like something else, and now it's like the queers and all this other shit, and then it was like now it's like LGBTQTWXYZ community shit. Like
yeah,
they start adding all these letters, all these different genders and pronouns. Like I consider myself a girl. I'm consider myself black. Like, or you're not a girl, you're not black.
yeah.
And they said like, no, I identify as this. So that's like also in the sports world, they've been like cutting shit out about that.
Well,
So
I
there was a
apparently,
swimmer,
yeah,
that was a trans, and he like switched, and a bodybuilder too. I think it was a guy. They're both guys, and they transgendered a girl, and now they're like top three or top one of the fucking main person in that swimming thing. Like they're the fastest one, the strongest ones.
yeah.
So like, is that fair or not?
Oh, in the
Because
women's league, right?
yeah, so they go to the women's league, so they
Yeah,
could
I
be in
mean,
top.
this is the problem though. I mean, as far as
Mhm.
what I feel, it's biology, bro. I mean,
Yeah,
our bodies, male bodies, are designed stronger. I
right.
mean,
Like
there's
just a
even more.
structure. That's
There's
it.
even yeah. I mean, you can't compare. What's it called? It's like you can't compete.
An apple and orange, bro. They're two different things. That's it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And if what's it called? Trans start, they're dominating, they keep dominating, it's like then women are just going to be pushed out. I mean,
right.
it's possible that we can have uh leagues that are not even, they're not even going to consider
Mhm.
them women leagues,
Yeah,
because there's not very women
it's just
competing.
gonna be trans league.
um
It's gonna be
but I
all the
mean,
trans people.
it's all so new and bizarre that
Yeah, but it's
there's
going
just
too
so much.
fast.
That's why
Yeah,
there's boycotting and all this
right.
stuff going on, because people are like all of a sudden like,
Yeah, like
what the
what the
hell?
hell's going on? All
Yeah,
this
it's not
shit's just popping off.
it's just like, they just flip the
Yeah,
switch and all of a sudden we're going this direction.
that's it.
And I mean, it also has to do with like that trafficking stuff, like why
Yeah,
they push like the this to kids and stuff,
mhm.
like that whole Epstein thing, when there was like a list of people that were going there.
Yeah. I was seeing
It's
a
like
list too, bro.
there's
That's pretty
people
crazy.
that are like invested in a lot of these companies,
Right.
around the world, that are probably for that, bro. Like
Yeah.
for like they, having a kid being able to make their own decision,
Yeah.
and it's like it's scary, man. Like there is pedophiles, like that guy from
Money, dude.
CNN, one of the CNN producers
Mhm.
got caught with a lot of pictures of
All that child
kid.
pornography and
Yeah,
shit.
dude. And that's
Dang.
CNN, bro. It's
Yeah.
like there's all kinds
I
of people
mean,
everywhere.
yeah. If you got money and power, you kind of can do whatever you want, or you
Yeah.
know, you get away with a lot of shit. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it seems like, dude. I mean, you got money and you almost buy yourself, out of stuff, or
Yeah.
you, I don't know, you open
Mhm.
doors that nobody else can. I don't know.
Yeah.
Money can really do a lot. And I mean, that's why there's a lot of corruption everywhere.
Mhm.
because at the end of the day, um, everybody's trying to get money. Everybody's trying to get
Yeah, bro.
paid.
That's it. That's the goal, man.
Yeah,
Grind, grind, grind.
like do you hear about that case about that
Mhm.
lottery winner? What that
That
some
girl.
No, there's a guy that won the lottery. But there's another guy claiming that that guy stole the ticket from him. So he's been
What the
taking
hell?
him to court, and
No.
the
Was it the
guy's
last one that was a billion?
it was like
Like recently or what?
Edwin Castro or something like
Uh
that.
huh.
He looks like he almost looks like he's from like Hawaii or something. I don't know.
Dang.
Um, but yeah, apparently the guy that claimed it,
Mhm.
there's another guy that's coming forward that's saying that it was his ticket, and they're
Mhm.
battling in court right now. And
Dang. But
it's
how do you
like
even tell proof of that?
exactly
Like
like how
maybe,
the fuck would you prove that, or
yeah.
how would it happen?
Because
Um,
let's say you buy somebody a ticket. I go buy you a ticket,
yeah,
and then your ticket wins, but I bought it. So is it I'm the winner because I bought it,
yeah,
or is it you because I gave it to you?
yeah.
So that's
That's
probably where
true.
the fight is at right there. You
Yeah, I
know,
mean, I haven't looked into it
I
too
would have just been
much.
like,
All
just
I
cut me
know is that
off,
they get,
bro.
yeah.
Just give me some money. That's it. Just give me a couple million and we'll be good.
I used to listen to this radio show, the Woody Allen show,
Uh-huh.
and they were talking about a story where basically there's a couple that they went to the casino, and the guy put the money in the slot machine, but
Okay.
the guy told the girl to freaking
Hit the lever.
have to hit the lever, and she hit the lever, bro, and she fucking won the jackpot. And because she hit the lever,
Yeah.
she's the winner.
Dang.
And she freaking got the winnings,
And
went
just
out with
did.
security, and fucking left that guy. And the
Fuck.
guy was
Didn't get nothing,
pissed.
huh?
He didn't get
I've been
nothing.
like,
And they saw
fuck.
on the cameras, and it's like, yeah, because she's the one that pushed the button or pulled
Yeah.
down the lever, she's the winner. Even
Fuck.
though you
Even if it's
put the
his
money,
money.
yeah. Imagine
Dang.
that
That's
shit, bro.
dirty, yeah.
Or like imagine if like
It's your last $5 too, and you put them in, you're like,
I mean,
bam.
or like if you're in line to buy a lottery ticket and you find out that the person in front of you was the winner or some shit like
Yeah, or
that.
the
It's
one
like
behind you, you're like, fuck, I should have waited one more minute. I
yeah.
should have just not rushed or whatever.
But yeah, man, there's crazy stories like that. It's like, God damn, how does that happen, dude?
And
Like
then I put myself in those situations, like, fuck, what would I have done? Or I start thinking like, damn, I should have done this. I'm not even there. I'm just thinking it.
what if that guy would have pushed the button though? You think he would have won? What if he would have lost? And
I
like
know, huh?
it's like that girl was meant to
Yeah.
win. Like that would
It
be
was like
interesting too. It's like what?
that would be fucked up too. Take it back in time.
yeah. Um. So you mentioned you were you're assisting coaching, or you're
Yeah. So my son, he's plays football.
uh huh.
It's his first. Oh, it's his second year of football.
Yeah.
His first year of tackle football. So right now he's 6 years old. Right now he's playing with the 8 and under. So eight, he's playing with kids that are older than
Yeah.
7 and 8 year olds. He's the youngest one on the team, and that was my decision to move him up. Though
Yeah.
he could have still been on flag.
Oh,
He
okay, so
yeah,
he's played before.
yeah.
He's
So he played
familiar with the
last year.
sport.
Yeah, all the footwork, all this fundamental stuff. It's not new to him, but it is new because it's like starting all over with pads and helmet. It's not just flag,
Yeah.
so it's
Yeah.
a little bit different. But it's pretty cool just coaching them, and it's fun. I like being out there. It makes me feel like a good dad,
Yeah.
and it's like taking you back because you like playing football. I like playing football.
Yeah.
So it's like I get to be on the field again. So it's pretty cool.
So you played football yourself?
Yeah, I play football too.
Um, you played just in high school, or
Yeah, just high school ball. That's it. Those
okay?
old high school days that everyone talks about.
Yeah. Um, I actually I met someone who put
Mhm.
their kid as well.
Yeah.
I think the kid was 7 in
Mhm.
tackle football. Um, yeah, yeah. I mean, how do you feel though? Like, so how has your kid played a game yet, or is just
No,
practicing?
right now it's just practice, and
Okay,
then we're gonna try to schedule a scrimmage soon, though.
okay. Because
So,
go
but
ahead.
you know what's crazy? Okay, so, um, trip out on this. So I got some good connects, right?
Yeah,
Like I got a connect that works at Dodger Stadium. I got one, and her friend works at Rams Stadium, SoFi. So I said, hook it up and let me get her number. Got her number, talked to her, emailed her, and I sent her to our president. The president did all the talking, and she came up with like a deal or a plan or something, and we were gonna play at SoFi Stadium, bro. Like on the field
Yeah.
against like okay, so we're gonna get with a
Damn,
bunch of
dude, that's
different
freaking a
leagues.
state of the art
Yeah, that's pretty
stadium.
sick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's dope.
So, I guess that girl that we know is she's up there in the building somewhere,
Uh huh.
like high ups. So she made the strings and she pulled them. So, um, we're not doing it now. Another division is gonna do it in our league, right? So we're our chapter is the Saints. We're the Saints. That's our
Okay.
team name.
Okay.
So there's like 6U, 8U, 10U, 12U, like different age groups.
Yeah.
So our 10U team and I think our 12U team are gonna go play. We're not gonna go no more because I don't think our team's ready yet.
Oh,
And
okay. I
also we
see.
gotta sell tickets. So what was gonna happen was we were gonna play on the field
Uh huh.
before the preseason game. So it was gonna be August 19th against the Rams versus Raiders. So we would have to sell like 100 tickets as a team, like seats. We
Yeah.
would have to sell tickets to people by
Okay.
August 19th. But that's only a couple of weeks. So, sometimes parents don't want to be buying shit or, fundraise or whatever.
Yeah.
So and then also, just our team in general, we weren't ready as a team. We only got a couple plays down. So we weren't planning on doing this like so quick.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just gotta practice more, and that's it.
Okay. Yeah. So what I was gonna say earlier, about the games,
Yeah,
that your son hasn't played a game. I was gonna ask, how aggressive it could be because I mean they're younger kids, but it's still
yeah,
tackle football, and I've heard, like, you're also risking, getting a concussion and all that.
yeah. Like, well,
Um,
now it's a little bit more dangerous, because everything's changed.
yeah,
More protocols and everything. But no, dude, it's pretty cool. Contact the
yeah,
kids are. I mean, it's not the same, because we see like harder contact and we see tackling. To them, it's hard. To us, it looks soft.
yeah.
But I don't know. My son said he likes it. He's the youngest one on the team, so I always tell him
Wow.
like, dude, you're going up against 7 and 8 year olds or older than you. He's like, yeah, dad, they're bigger than me. I said, man, it don't matter how big they are.
Yeah.
Just if you got hard and you push hard and be angry and you could fucking knock them out. So he did his first hitting a couple weeks ago,
Uh huh.
and I'm surprised. I was happy he didn't cry. He didn't get hurt or nothing.
Yeah.
And he's like, I liked it. Um, the second week was a little bit better, you know, learning how to tackle. And then now, I mean, he's not the best, but
Uh huh.
he's getting better, like, cause I don't see it, there's no other 6 year old that fucking does that shit with 7 and 8 year olds that I know of,
Yeah, dude.
you know. So a lot of parents, they didn't know that he was 6 and they all just came up to me like, oh, he's good, Like, just all I ask is just don't tell my son that, because I don't want him to get his hopes up because that's just that's good to know,
Yeah.
right? And I'll let him know that I don't want like a bunch of people right now to get his hopes up and think like he's a shit, and then
Oh, to get in
yeah,
over his head.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
right now, just he's learning, and I wanted that first year of like, oh, I'm scared to get hit
Yeah.
to get out the way. So now next year, when next season, um, he'll be knowing what to do and he won't be scared and shit.
Okay.
So he'll be legit.
Yeah. The only way I can, well, I can kind of relate. When I used to skateboard, I would see these little kids, dude,
Mhm.
go off these ramps, fearless,
Yeah.
bro. And a lot of there's a bunch of like skaters, that went pro that started when they
Mhm.
were very young, and
Yeah.
it's like they get the fear out of the way. You get that out of the
That's
way,
it.
and now you're
Yep, fear is
golden.
just holding them back real quick, and then once
Yeah,
they get hurt and get rocked one little time, and
because
oh, it
like
don't
if
hurt
you
that
overthink
bad,
it, you're like, oh shit, I could
Yeah,
break my leg.
start paranoid and shit.
Yeah, and I mean, I went to the skate park
Mhm.
not too long ago, and there's no way I can go on those ramps anymore. I mean, before I used to
Dang,
jump off 5 stairs, stuff like
I don't even
that.
know how people do that shit, bro. I tried it before, and the fucking board just goes bam right under me, and I'm just eating it.
So,
So that's just weird.
yeah, the first time I like, was it a year ago when
Mhm.
I got back on the skateboard, dude, I tried to ollie, which is like jumping
Yeah,
on the skateboard. It's like you know how to do it, but
right.
your legs don't want to move. So I
You're
literally,
like glued, like
yeah, like I didn't even,
mhm.
I thought I did it, and I didn't even freaking like,
Yeah,
you're
pop it a
supposed to,
little
yeah,
bit.
you're supposed to pop it. My legs couldn't pop it, dude. It's like
That's it. It just
I
stood
felt
up.
like I had some weak ass legs. I'm like, what the?
Dang. You're like, that's it, man. My time's up.
I was like, damn, dude, I really
Hang the
lost it all.
board, huh?
Yeah.
Fuck.
um,
Um.
yeah, what was I say? My my two older brothers. They played football. They
Hmm.
played sports in high
Yeah.
school. One of them, I mean, this is the story I've
Yeah.
heard. Apparently, they passed him the ball, and the ball went through his fingers, like straight through.
Yeah.
So like it just split open.
Now he says I come in peace.
Yeah. So
Like yeah.
yeah. So he went to the hospital. I guess trying
Yeah.
to get stitches, but
Damn.
yeah, it's crazy. You're catching the ball, and
And
it
then
just
she goes
and
bam
instead
right in
of
the middle.
catching it, it just goes straight through. And
Dude,
it was like,
injuries,
damn.
bro.
Yeah,
Injuries.
but
That's just crazy.
yeah, I mean, I heard that story, but I don't know if it's true. But even
Yeah.
thinking about it,
Like
like, wow,
just ripping it open.
yeah,
Well, check this out. So, when I was playing a game before, my freshman year, I
uh
think,
huh,
um, I was tackling someone. I was going for the tackle, and when I wrapped him up, my finger got stuck in his face mask. And in the face mask, they got like these big holes and then like these little holes,
yeah,
and they're super small. Like you put your finger, like the tip doesn't even fit, you know.
uh huh.
And when I tackled him, my finger like jammed in there. And when he got up, that shit like broke my finger because my
Shit,
finger was stuck and it
yeah,
was like moving, you know. And it just broke. And I was just holding it like, oh shit, you know, like coach my finger. And I just like, he was like, oh dude, we got to take you off. I said, no, just let me pop it back. And I popped it back, went back in the game, put tape on it real quick, went back in the game, finished the game. We got back to the house and or we went back to the locker room. Hand was hurting. I was like, oh, maybe because I just popped it back. Went back to the house, started crying. And I was like, damn, my fucking hand hurts. Like, what do I do? I can't move it. And we went to the ER and they said that I popped it wrong. So now it's fucking permanent. And now
oh,
my fucking finger don't go straight. It just stays all crooked.
oh
So,
shit, yeah, I could see
you
it,
know, it's like kind
yeah,
of curves.
yeah,
So that's like the biggest injury I think I had.
uh huh,
But I fucked up my knees, you know, like
okay,
big old bruises and torn ACL, and you know, so
and these are all through football.
yeah, dude, football is just
Okay,
fucking injuries.
yeah,
But that's just part of the game.
yeah,
Yeah, that's it. You know, that's it. It's just part of the game. It happens.
yeah.
So
I've had I had a cousin who she did sports all her life.
yeah,
I believe it was in basketball.
mhm.
She got hurt and she ended up getting screws on her knees, so
yeah,
she can't play a sport anymore.
jump or yeah, that
Yeah,
sucks, bro. Some people get hurt and they can't do nothing. That's it.
yeah.
That's it. It's like the last fucking.
I mean, the thing that's the thing too. Like the NFL,
Mhm.
where there's rookies that start, and it's like you can get hurt, and it could be like a career ending,
Yeah, and that's it. They're
freaking
done.
injury,
But
and
that's
it's like
happened
you just
before, though. You
yeah,
know,
it's happened.
like broken legs, broken feet, and that's it. They
Yeah.
get paralyzed. You know, there's a lot of shit that can
Well,
happen.
like Tua, man, like
Yeah,
the shit that
concussions.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
like damn.
just getting knocked out, bam, bam, and they bring him in too soon because he passed,
Or
and then
that was that one player that he what did he have, a heart attack or something?
oh yeah, Damar Hamlin,
Yeah,
yeah, his fucking
that his heart
cardiac
stopped,
arrest,
right?
yeah,
Yeah, that's
on the
crazy.
field.
Yeah, so what I hear about that is
Hmm.
that apparently he got hit like at the right time.
Yeah, where his heart beats, and
Yeah,
yeah,
the heart just it was
so the
like the
heart
sweet
beats,
spot to
and
like stop the heart.
yeah, like right in the middle of the sternum, got
Yeah.
like yeah, I heard that too. Like right when the heart beats, like right when it turns off,
Yeah.
is when he got hit, and it just shut his body down. But damn, dude, that's crazy that that shit happened. That
Yeah.
kind of shocked the world
Uh-huh.
of how dangerous sports could be, and just safety and protocols and shit.
Yeah. I mean, it's changing every year, and what's it called? Like I don't really follow basketball,
Yeah,
but with basketball, um, it seems like everything's a foul now.
yeah,
Like, I mean, the
because they're trying to
times,
start like
yeah,
being safe.
I mean, the times I watch
Mhm.
basketball, I mean, it just seems like a lot of it is free throws
Right.
from fouls.
Yeah.
Or like in soccer where like they fall
Um.
and they exaggerate.
Oh, like the flops. Yeah, I
Yeah.
watch highlights of that shit too sometimes, like on
And
YouTube.
it's like, come on, dude,
Yeah,
you're all right, bro.
they're
Like, come
like to
on,
this far
get up,
away,
bro.
boom, and boom, they're acting like they fell and they're not even getting
Yeah,
touched,
like sometimes you even see like they
but
throw
they get away with
themselves.
it though.
Yeah,
It's crazy how the
that's
refs
what I
just let
mean.
that
It's
pass.
like it's just another form of strategy,
Yeah,
and it's like, damn, dude.
you're like, all right, I gotta practice fundamentals,
Yeah.
and now I gotta practice flopping. I gotta take lessons like acting lessons to get past, and that's it. That's a flag, and
Yeah.
congratulations, it worked.
You said you were so right now you're only following Married with Children, or is there any other shows you're?
Um, yeah, I try to just watch one show at a time, but
Okay.
I'm actually watching the Mayans. It's a motorcycle show, so
Oh,
it's kind of like the Son of Anarchy.
yes, it's
It's like the
the what's it called? The well, it's part of
prequel,
the yeah. Was it a
or is
prequel?
it? I don't know, something like
It's
that.
a
But
spin-off.
yeah,
That's what they call it.
a spinoff. But they're both in the same
But they're supposedly they're bringing back
Sons of
the main
Anarchy.
guy from Sons of Anarchy, right? That's
Um,
supposedly supposed to come out in the Mayans. I
the
don't know.
main guy in Sons of Anarchy, he died. He did suicide at
Oh
the end of the
yeah,
show.
but it's a
Oh,
prequel,
Buzz
so
alert! Yeah.
it's a prequel, so I think that's why he comes out, right?
Oh,
Well, I'm not
I don't
sure.
know. Well, right now I'm watching it, so I don't know if it's the last season, but it's on Hulu.
Oh, okay.
Um, but I just finished watching it right now. Today actually, I just watched the last show,
Um,
so that was pretty dope.
yeah,
It's just about motorcycle clubs, dealing, drugs, killing, action, shit like
yeah.
that. Um, I'm watching that one, and that's it. I'm just hopping in and out of shows with my wife. She's watching like this Last of Us.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like
I actually finished that. It's
yeah,
actually pretty good on HBO.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like hopping in and on that. I'm not really paying attention, but it's
Yeah.
cool.
I haven't seen that Mayan show.
Mhm.
But the Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
That was actually the first show that I actually followed.
Or like
Eh,
the
eh,
whole all the seasons.
Yeah, so ever since I watched that show, then I got
Yeah.
into binging,
Yeah.
like,
So
because
that's
I
what I
never
like to
did
do.
that before,
Yeah.
and then one time, like I just started watching episode after
Right.
episode. I had like a little marathon, like I watched like 7 episodes in one
A
day,
day. Yeah.
and yeah, that was the first time I ever did that.
Dang.
So, I mean, if
Well,
it's
that was a
like
good show.
Sons of Anarchy, I mean, Sons of Anarchy
Yeah.
was a great show.
Yeah.
Um,
It's a good stories and everything.
yeah, so I definitely want to check that out, Mayans.
So the Mines is pretty dope too.
Yeah.
They do that one. A lot of surprises, ups and downs. It's pretty dope.
Uh huh.
What you said about like binging.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that when I watch movies, I'm like, fuck, it is too long, you know. Because with binging, like, okay, like with shows, you can just pause them and you
Yeah.
can come back and watch them later. I mean, same thing with movies, but it's like when you watch a movie, you want to just start
You're
from the
kind of
beginning
committed though,
and to
right?
the end, right?
Yeah, with a movie, it seems like you're more committed to like you want to finish it.
Yeah, like no breaks or
Because if you
nothing.
take a break,
Yeah,
I mean, for me, like I would feel like
it's not
I
the
don't want to
same.
see it no more.
Yeah, I'm already up. I
I'm
just
over
yeah,
it. Like,
yeah,
uh,
that's
I,
it.
yeah,
Unless it's something really, really good that you've been wanting to watch. But
yeah,
if it was that good, I would have watched the movie theater. You know, like I would have watched it there. So it's not that good. But with
yeah.
shows, it's like, all right, I could be eating, watching it, and I could be, at work, taking break,
Uh
lunch,
huh.
watch half here, half there. But I mean, that's how I do my shows, and I just get through them. But like throughout the day, I probably watched about 3 or 4 shows. But
Okay.
that's just throughout the day, like through my breaks and on my way home when I'm in traffic.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to do that, but put it right there on the dashboard, put it on Netflix or whatever I'm watching, and just doing that.
Yeah. I
What are you
don't
watching?
I don't watch shows. Well, me, I was asking you because I actually haven't been really watching much.
Yeah,
Usually a lot of YouTube right
yeah.
now. There's just so much stuff on there. Um,
Every time I go on YouTube, bro, I just don't know what to look up. Like,
there's
I'm like,
everything, dude.
because
Even like
I don't know what to watch. You know?
yeah, like I mean, like that one show, American
Mhm.
Dad. Like
Yeah.
it's like Family Guy. I don't really watch it,
Uh-huh.
but I decided to put it on. Dude, there was like freaking like it was like 2 hours of episodes in one
Dang,
video, and it just kept playing without commercials.
what the hell? Also,
So
that's what you've been watching.
well,
So you watch shows, but on
so
YouTube.
well, I'll watch like
Yeah.
podcasts, Sean Ryan show,
Right.
Joe Rogan. But as far as shows, recently I haven't followed anything. I
Mhm.
have my go-to shows like The Office.
Yeah.
Um, what's the other show? And then That 70
Mhm.
Show. But
Yeah.
after you watch it for so many times, it's like I
Yeah.
used to watch Seinfeld too,
Oh
and
yeah, I
like
saw that
you
one.
watch it so many times, it's like
Yeah.
you get over it,
Yeah, you're done with it.
And
Yeah,
then
I try to just watch them one time,
yeah,
and all right, I saw it. It's cool. That's
yeah,
it. Next.
yeah. Like I even got to the point where I'm choosing
Mhm.
random episodes, dude. Like
Yeah,
I remember
just
this
shoot
one,
it.
you know.
And but also it's like with movies, like I don't like to watch the same movie.
Yeah,
My wife always gets mad, like, oh, you choose something, I'll choose something, you know. And whenever I choose, I just like scroll, 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 close my eyes, boom. All right, let's watch this one. And
Okay.
we watch it for like 10, 15 minutes. If it's not interesting, next. All right. She's like, you're just wasting time watching it. But to me, it's just like, I'm just watching trailers,
Uh
just
huh.
watching it, just looking. And then I find one. I'm like, oh shit, we never seen this. We never heard of it. And
Yeah.
it ends up being a good movie. So that's how I kind of look for movies.
Okay.
But I'm a show guy, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I've always liked shows more because the story continues. You know,
Yeah.
it's not like it's sometimes there's a good movie and
Mhm.
it's over. That's it, and you don't know if you're gonna get a part two.
Yeah.
And
Or
what?
it always ends you on that, like, oh my God, are you serious?
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Or like there's like a cliffhanger and like
Hmm.
they don't come out with the movie or they come out with the movie like 5-10 years later and it's
Yeah.
like at that point it's either not the same
Uh
or
huh.
like I don't know you.
So for us right now, it's we're watching Stranger Things.
Okay.
Yeah, you seen that or no?
Yeah, I see Stranger
Okay,
Things. It's good.
so the last season, whatever.
Uh-huh.
Now she's like my wife's all into that, so she looked it up, and they're not gonna start filming until like 2 years later. Like they were gonna start doing it this year,
Yeah.
but now they're not gonna do it until like 25. They're not gonna start filming until then 2025.
um
That's pretty crazy.
it it is there a reason why or is it
Shit, I don't know, but I mean the
they're gonna be
actors
a
are
lot
be
older.
older because they're
I
supposed to
mean
be based in high school.
that's all I'm thinking of like
Yeah,
maybe like it's supposed to be like years later,
yeah, maybe, huh?
something like that.
That way they can grow up and change a little bit,
Yeah.
like their
I
features.
yeah, I still think the first season was the one of the best ones.
You think so?
Yeah.
I
I
don't
mean, there were
know.
some seasons better than others,
Yeah,
but I remember the first time watching it.
it was boring to me.
Really?
Yeah, I was
Oh,
like not into it. I was like, oh, this is kind of boring. But then later on, she started watching it, and then I was like, oh, it's pretty dope. And then
what?
I just caught on. Like I started watching the second season,
Yeah.
like fully. I
What
was
I
hopping in and out.
okay. Um, like what I really liked about it at first, I thought it was an older show because
Yeah,
it looked
like
old.
yeah,
Even the music is pretty
yeah,
cool. The intro, and then I saw that it was TV 14, but I
uh
saw
huh,
how creepy it was and stuff. I'm like, how the
yeah,
hell is this TV 14? I'm like, this show's too good.
yeah,
Well, I kept watching it. And it got better and better.
right,
And yeah, I mean, I thought it was good. Even though what was it last season when they're like in Russia or something?
yeah.
Pretty good too.
Ukraine,
Yeah, they
yeah, they're
see
in Ukraine.
where he's been the whole time.
Yeah, the jail and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought that season was pretty cool. That
yeah.
one was pretty dope. But what about movies? Like, what kind of movies you watching? Like, how do you find your
Um,
movies?
you know what? Movies. Recently, I actually was getting into scary movies. Um, like The Conjuring.
Right.
A lot of like that, the type of movies that are like kind of based on a true story. Like I even saw like
Yeah.
the Ouija board ones.
Uh huh.
But I actually was never into scary movies.
Yeah.
Like I heard that Insidious one,
The
the
new
one
one's
that,
coming out.
yeah, I heard
Yeah.
it's good.
I
My
don't know, man. I'm not a big scary movie fan.
yeah,
Um, Not that I'm not scared. I mean, I watch them,
yeah,
but it's not that I'm scared. I just don't like the setup, like the plot, like just the whole story, because, or some people like the stories, but like when in the beginning of the movie,
uh huh,
you could already tell who's gonna be the killer. Like, oh, he's a
yeah.
killer.
That's why I only like
Oh,
the what is it, the stuff based on a true story,
yeah,
like exorcisms or
yeah, because,
demons, like stuff
but
like that that
that's crazy,
supposedly
bro.
existed
Yeah,
or happened.
but they say it's a true story, bro. And for some reason, it always happens like in the fucking country
Yeah.
or like on the other side of the world. Like that's
Usually like
why
older like towns like where I don't
like
know like
rural areas,
the
yeah,
buildings are older and like more maybe like people that have
like
died in the past.
witchcraft shit or whatever.
Yeah.
But the only scary movie I like is Halloween, like the Michael Myers.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
those are
I
good.
fuck with those. Those are cool.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
the other ones, like we saw all the Scream movies,
Yeah.
and then we went to see the new Scream
Well,
movie,
the Scream
and those
movies
shits were cool. But it was like, okay, we knew who the killer was, and we know this person's gonna die. We know this. That's why I don't like those movies. Like it's fucking predictable. It's like, all right, and that's why I don't like watching them. But the Insidious one, that one, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna watch it because it looks scary to me.
yeah,
That
it
one looks pretty trippy. Now, like, oh,
supposedly it's really
yeah,
yeah, really scary. I haven't seen any of those Insidious jokes,
Yeah,
but it has the couple that comes out in The Conjuring
yeah,
that are based off the real couple that used to basically they used to uh visit, people that were dealing with hauntings.
like oh, like
They were
asylums.
they would I don't know if they were performing the exorcisms, but they
Mhm.
would like try to cast out
Dude,
the
that's some crazy shit, man.
it
I
exists.
seen
It's
video, and
real.
it still is because I saw some videos in Nigeria
Yeah.
where they're like these fucking people are in church like da 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 like yelling,
Uh-huh.
and this girl's like fucking like backed up, like something's coming out of her like a demon or some shit,
Yeah.
and this guy's throwing holy water, and she's like growling at him and screaming, and then I guess he goes away, and then she acts normal, like what the fuck happened to you right now? So I think that's just pretty real,
Yeah.
you know.
I've seen a video where I mean the guy's basically casting
Hmm.
out the demon. Um and the guy like he goes into this
Hmm.
weird trance, bro, and he starts growling and stuff. And then yeah, he out of nowhere, when it's over, the guy's like, "What happened?"
Yeah, and it's like a whole different person that was inside him, and
Yeah.
it's like there's like that movie with that one fool that got like 7 personalities or something. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like a guy like in nighttime he's one person, and then in the daytime he's someone else, and then they start switching different lives, and
Yeah.
he lives different lives, because there's 7 different people inside of him.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
The first times that we talked,
Yeah.
you mentioned that there was a few times that you were saying that your family, you guys, you would like prank each other or something, or
Yeah, we do pranks, or we used to.
okay. Oh, you
Now,
used to.
yeah, now we don't do it as much because I don't
Okay.
live there,
Oh, I
and
see.
yeah, we don't all live there together no more. So,
Okay.
when we do see each other, sometimes we do pranks, but for the most part, it's just a long time ago.
Oh,
But
I see.
there was a time though, bro, that I got left behind some spots
Yeah.
by my parents,
Uh
and
huh.
I don't know if it was a prank or they were serious, but I was fucking. I got left at Walmart. I was left in L.A.
Yeah.
Um, I got left at Target, and it was more like you don't follow me, and you wander around, then I'm gonna leave you, and then I'm wandering around like, all right, I
Oh,
go
I
look for her,
see.
and then
Like
she's
trying
fucking
to teach you a
gone.
lesson or
Yeah,
something.
so I guess it was a lesson, but like, goddamn, why you leave your kid at the store, bro? Like I had to walk home, and um, but we got home and everyone's just laughing at him, like all pissed off. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, we just do jokes, and that's what type of shit we do.
Yeah.
Um, fucking, my dad when he was coaching me in baseball, I would have to take stuff on the truck, off the truck, pick it up, take it off,
Hmm.
and he had told me to hurry up because we were gonna go somewhere to go pizza place or whatever, and he was just gonna drink, and we were gonna hang out. But we were hanging out at the park and playing, and he said, "You know what? Fuck that, I'm leaving." And then he ended up leaving, and he left all the equipment there. We had to walk home with all the fucking equipment.
Oh shit.
It was like me and another teammate. I was
Yeah.
like, damn. Prank wise, that's just them being fucked up.
Oh.
But prank wise, yeah, dude, we do pranks like um we put stuff on the toilet seat,
Oh really?
like ketchup under and shit like that.
Oh,
We'll
okay.
do like what is it? We'll put stuff in the blow dryer
Hmm.
for my mom.
Yeah.
We've done that a couple times, like baby powder. So when she's getting ready for work, and just like boom, all we hear just yelling, and fucking comes to the room and start hitting us,
Yeah.
like why you do this? But it's a joke. But
Uh,
yeah, you guys do pranks.
I mean, for us, dude, we're
Yeah,
big jokesters. Dude. We're always
yeah,
cracking jokes.
yeah, yeah. Same.
I do have a funny story though. When I was a lot younger, probably, I mean, I want to say I was probably like 10 or 11 years old. Me and my little brother, we were at the store with my mom at the like I think it was a Ross, and we used to play around like playing tag. We would go
Yeah,
inside in between the racks of the
yeah.
clothes.
Hide them
Yeah, and
or hide inside.
yeah, so me and my brother were playing around, and my mom was like, "You guys need to stop. You guys
Yeah.
stop running around." There was other kids there,
Dang.
and my mom, like we were running around, we were inside the racks in between the clothes, and my mom grabbed the wrong kid, bro. She just she
Snatched him up.
so she literally just reached her arm inside the clothes,
You just
and she
picked the
thought she
kid.
grabbed one of us, and she grabbed some kid by the ear, bro.
Oh
The
shit.
kid was terrified, and I'm like
Yeah.
right there, just like I watched the whole thing. I was
Hey,
laughing,
you're like,
dude.
mom, you get me, got me.
So I was just laughing, dude, and
Yeah, the kid go crying to the
It's just
parents
one
or
of
what? A
those
big
things
old
that, like,
issue.
man, and I'm never gonna forget that one.
Uh,
It's freaking
like remember that day,
hilarious,
mom, you
bro.
fucking grabbed the wrong person. She's probably like, "Oh damn, I hit someone else's
Dude,
kid,"
like,
you know?
and what's crazy is that I don't remember seeing the parent around. Even my
Yeah,
mom was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
yeah, and then
Like,
no, that's what I was gonna
imagine the
ask you.
the
Like,
mom
the
or
mom
dad,
find
like,
out or
"What the
something?
f"
Like, hey, you're touching my kid or whatever.
Oh, yeah, especially
Now,
nowadays,
yeah,
dude.
huh? It'll
Oh,
be
dude.
on the fucking TMZ and all this. It'll be all over the place.
Yeah,
Social media everywhere.
yeah.
But one time my mom socked me in the stomach in the store.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I kept stepping on the back of her sandals. Like it just annoyed her.
Yeah,
And then it just turned around and just bam, knocked
yeah,
me out like right there.
yeah,
She hit me right in the chest. I couldn't breathe. One time she knocked me in the face and like that's what you get for fucking doing that shit.
yeah.
But she had a ring on and yeah, busted my lip and I
Oh,
was like
man.
she felt bad after because she had the ring on.
Yeah.
But like, you know, that's just I
Um,
guess lessons.
I was gonna say, do you think your parents are, they're like, um I guess you could say nicer,
Hmm.
like to your kids
Yeah,
versus
fuck yeah,
how.
bro. They don't love me no more. You know?
Yeah,
It's like
because
more
my
fucking
mom was strict, and then
yeah.
with my kid, like
Do
she
whatever the hell they want to
buys her
do, bro.
everything.
Yup. I don't
It's
get no more
like,
presents. I don't get nothing, dog.
yeah,
I'm like shit. And if I get something, it's like a little gift card. Like I don't want no more presents. Just give me. I need to pay bills.
yeah,
I need gas.
yeah. Because when I was growing up, I mean, whatever I can find at Ross. Like I
Yeah,
remember at the time, I wanted skater shoes or like skater
yeah.
shirts, and that stuff wasn't
On
around as
sale.
much.
Oh,
Like now you see it everywhere at Ross.
right.
But at the time, like you wouldn't see it that much. Like
Yeah,
you see
because
here
it
and there.
was like
It was
in
still,
style at the time,
yeah,
so everything was like that was expensive.
yeah. So my mom would never,
Hmm.
buy me like $80 shoes. Like
Right,
everything I wanted was expensive.
right.
So it was whatever she can get. And then like with my kid, she buys her like
All
everything,
this shit,
like
huh? Whatever
yeah,
she wants.
like Michael Kors, like all
Dang.
freaking like
Yeah.
high end stuff. And I was
And
like,
like, what
damn.
the hell? Like, what happened when I was there?
Yeah.
But my mom and dad, bro, they buy my like I have a little brother,
Uh huh.
and he's still there in the house,
Okay.
and they buy his ass everything too. Like, god damn, I didn't have that shit when I was little.
Yeah.
But it's all good. We were the older ones are always the learning curve.
Yeah.
Like the fucking trial kids.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yep.
That's true.
But yeah, bro, they don't love us. They like their kids better. But what about you? You have nephews and nieces. Are they cool with like your parents? Do they treat all of them the same, or you can like, can you tell if they have a favorite?
um. Well, as far as a favorite, I
Hmm.
think they've been kind of I don't know, they've been kind of the same with all of
Yeah,
them.
kind of even them out.
But the thing is, a lot of my nephews and nieces, they're older already. They're
Oh,
like their 20s.
yeah.
Um, the only two
So it's
young
like the
ones,
younger ones are getting the more attention right
yeah,
now. Yeah,
that yes, I can say for
yeah.
sure. And then some of them weren't around as much.
Okay.
Like I have family in Wisconsin as well.
Yeah.
Um, so they weren't around as much. Um, but right now it's just my nephew
Hmm.
that's 4 years old, and then my daughter that are the youngest.
Oh yeah.
Um, yeah,
Yeah, for
they're
sure. They're getting the attention.
oh
They're
yeah,
getting whatever the hell they want. Yeah.
yeah,
Right now we got my son. He's 2.
hmm
My daughter, she's 1, and then I have a niece that's older than my daughter by 1 week. So she's 1 too. And I imagine that, like
yeah,
my mom's got a son and daughter that's got 2 girls,
uh
and
huh,
they both girls. They want to have attention. They're the same age, so it's like my mom has to not pick a favorite,
yeah,
but one lives in Marietta, so it's pretty far.
yeah,
It's like an hour away, and
uh huh,
she's always with my daughter, and there's like a little bit of issue there, tension, but at the end of the day, bro, it's just like you know, they're too far. They can't, see her every day.
yeah,
As with mine, sometimes my mom comes, sometimes we go there, and she just sees her more often, because she's closer.
yeah,
So I think
yeah.
that's her favorite.
Well, when I moved out, um, I was living with my parents.
Hmm.
My mom didn't like it because she felt like I was taking my kid away from her.
Yeah.
Because like when my kid was younger, like they had this
Hmm.
bond.
Yeah, it was
Um,
like their own kid again.
yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah,
just
it's kind of like
yeah,
that. So like now she's okay with it, but in the beginning it's like nobody's pushing you out of the house, you
yeah,
know.
they want you to
But
stay.
then again, at the time, my kid was what was she, 7, and it was me and her in one room, and
Dang.
it got to the point where my room always looked like a mess because there was
Right.
just so much stuff in my room,
Yeah.
and yeah, I mean, if I would have kept being there, I would have been miserable.
Right.
Um, but I mean, during COVID, that's when I saw the prices cheaper. And
Yeah.
then the deposit, there was the deposit was really cheap.
Yeah.
Um, but like on a normal, like if it wasn't COVID, like usually, like
Still be up there.
yeah,
Same. Yeah. Yeah.
especially
Right
Costa
now it's pretty
Mesa. Costa
crazy,
Mesa is
bro.
expensive. That's why I moved
Yeah.
out here. Plus, I'm closer to work and everything. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So it worked out pretty good.
hmm
I mean, Costa Mesa's not that far either.
yeah,
A couple, what, 20 minutes?
yeah. Better weather too,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's getting really expensive over there.
Yeah.
Um,
What kind of hobbies you do, bro? Like, what are your hobbies?
uh, I mean,
As
the
like other than
hobbies is just
other than this?
the
Yeah.
music thing. I mean, I was playing video games for a while.
Hmm.
I think I told you I was playing that Tekken game.
Yeah.
I got really, really into it. Like actually learning all the moves and everything, playing online.
Yeah.
But kind of like you, it's like I kind of felt like oh, I spent too much time on games.
Yeah. Like, kind of just grow out of it, and yeah, exactly. Like, you
But
spend too much time, and to me, it's like it's cool. I want to do that
yeah,
sometimes, right? Like, you could do that to yourself, bro. That's
hmm
cool, but just not as much as I was before,
yeah, um,
because it was like get home from work, play the game all
right.
night and shit, and then wake up early as hell in the go to morning because I was
Oh, so
tired.
you
Yeah,
were
I
one of
was.
those
Yeah,
gamers, huh? That
I'll
stayed up
say
all
like,
night.
oh, one more game, and then that game's like an hour long, and I'm like, oh, one more game. Like, fuck,
Yeah,
like running back, like shit, dude. I got work tomorrow. Oh, what time is it? 10:30. All right, let me go one more.
yeah,
And then one more. But
yeah.
yeah, then it ends
Um,
up being late.
so I usually don't play games that long, but one day I did. So I play that fighting game, but I also play sometimes strategy games, like
Mhm.
that Final Fantasy game.
Yeah,
I was playing it, and dude, next thing you know, it's been 5 hours.
dang.
Like I've never played for a
And you just
long
lose
time,
track of
dude. I
time.
I played like probably 7 8 hours.
Dang.
I took a break in between, but it's because that game, everything you're doing in that game, but takes forever.
Yeah.
And
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 you're
the,
like, I
and
just
you're
want to
doing,
pass it real quick.
and
Hmm.
like when there's like little side missions and
Yeah.
games and all, you try to get everything,
Right.
and dude, that takes
Every quest, every
forever,
little.
bro.
Yeah.
So because there's a main mission that'll
Mhm.
continue the story, and then
Yeah.
there's the side missions where like
Yeah. It
you're
gives
just
you
getting,
like points or
yeah. So
whatever money,
basically, you
gold.
get all that
Yeah.
stuff. You're unlocking stuff.
Right.
But yeah, I've never done that before. Um, but another thing I'm actually trying to get back to is kickboxing.
Hmm.
So I used to do kickboxing. That was one of the reasons why I started running again,
Yeah.
exercising.
Get back in shape for that,
Yeah,
man.
but
Cause
like I mentioned
that's tough
earlier,
right
though, I've
there,
been,
man.
been kind of
Yeah.
slacking on it. Um, but I still try to do at least something. Like
Yeah.
I'll do stairs at work. I try to run at least 3 miles one at least one time
A
throughout the
week.
week. Yeah. Um, and then I work on my shadow boxing, but yeah, I mean I enjoyed it. So I
Hmm.
never met anybody that did kickboxing. I just
Yeah.
signed up for it, and I'm like, I'm gonna try it. Let's do it.
And it's cool, bro.
And dude, it's really
Mm.
cool. I mean, I what I like doing is I don't know if you're familiar with the pads that you do
Hmm.
with a partner, and they put them on their hand,
Yeah.
and then you're
Like the
hitting
boxing pads and shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
So when you get good at that, dude, and you start hearing the
Yeah. Like
pads
the pa 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 pa
snapping,
pa pa pa.
dude, that shit is fun, bro.
Yeah. And then they
Um,
people moving their hands all fast, like, da, 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 da.
yeah, and I mean when I started it at the time, I was running like 6 miles a day.
Yeah.
I
Dang.
was pretty fit,
On that
and I
shit, man.
wanted to go to the next level. And I'm like, this is the next level,
What, amateur
fucking
fighting?
fighting, because I've never like worked out so hard, dude. And I learned all
Mm.
these different exercises. But one time, bro, I was doing pad work with the guy that was like 6 feet. guy was
Dang.
huge,
So
bro.
that means you had to kick your fucking leg all the way up there.
No, it wasn't kicks. It
Hmm.
was punching. But
Oh,
when it was my turn to hold the pads,
yeah.
um,
Yeah, you on a
the
ladder?
guy fucking punched me so hard in the pads, bro.
Yeah.
It punched so hard that it freaking pushed me.
Dang.
That's how much power the guy had. And
Turn his hips on you,
man,
bro.
dude, I almost felt like he was doing it on purpose too. Cause
Just boom, turn his hips.
yeah, bro, like every punch he was landing
Yeah.
was like power hits, bro. I
Fuck.
felt like if he would have hit my face instead of like the
The
pat,
glove.
I would have knocked me out.
Damn. Just right there. Boom, one of those UFC knockouts.
So I mean, there's all kinds of people when
Hmm.
I went. There's a lot of hot chicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Damn.
But like they also seem
All
like
whoop your
they,
ass.
yeah, man,
Yeah.
like they're, I mean, they're hot and they're
Yeah.
they're in shape. But yeah, you see them freaking training and they're like, God damn, they can punch.
Yeah, they're legit, huh? That's like
But
all self defense and
yeah,
that's
I mean,
crazy.
there's that. All kinds of people would go. There's people
Yeah.
that do it like for real, like they're dedicated.
Mhm.
They spar, they
Like want to do a
compete,
real thing.
and then there's other people that just do it to lose weight.
Yeah.
People that are just trying it. It's just
Which the losing weight part is cool, but like then it turned into something else. So it could start as that, but then other people take it to something else
yeah,
and they move forward. And then shit, who knows? They start doing amateur fights and
yeah,
it becomes something like, oh, it's actually helped me out.
uh
So
huh,
that's pretty cool too with boxing.
yeah. The one thing though that
Mhm,
you start if you actually start competing or sparring,
mhm.
a lot of well, I think most of them or all of them they get the cauliflower on the
Oh
ears.
yeah, dude, their ears get all fat because of
Yeah.
the blood, and then you gotta pop them like so they start draining them. I seen videos like
Oh,
that,
really,
dude.
bro?
Yeah,
That's like probably the one reason why like I had even pushed to like
yeah,
actually
and do it.
like compete. Like I don't know. At the time, I wanted to get to sparring. I didn't get
Mhm.
to sparring. I was doing pad work, technique, all
Yeah,
that. But yeah, I mean, I heard about that. And also, people that do jujitsu because when they're
dang,
like locked in, apparently like they lean their bodies towards the ears.
like against each other or something or what?
Yeah. So because
Oh,
they're always like
wrapping up. It's like
wrapping up.
wrestling and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
exactly.
just the ears rubbing against each other and
Uh huh.
causing blood
Yeah. So
clots in your ear, bro. That's pretty crazy. Like, there's people that have like that don't fucking have an ear. It looks like it's just closed because it's all filled up with cauliflower
um,
or what blood. Yeah,
but you said you seen the videos when they drain it. You said what is it
yeah.
like
So it's like,
fluid?
yeah,
What?
bro. We'll look it up on YouTube. It's like UFC drainage
Uh
or
huh.
cauliflowers
Yeah.
or just fighters in general.
Okay.
And so yeah, it's just pus and like blood. So you know how it gets all fat and red.
Oh my.
Well, they gotta put their head like on the little bowl or
Yeah.
something, and they like numb it or I don't know, and they poke it, and then they use a syringe,
Oh
and they just
shit.
like drain it all out, and then the ear just goes
I wonder if that's
like
painful. Well, they numb it,
probably
huh?
yeah they numb it, but
They yeah. I'm assuming if they numb it, it's gotta.
yeah it's gotta still fucking hurt,
Yeah.
So yeah it's just fucking like dark and ugly blood pus or whatever it's in there, but it's just rubbing against each other and it's just build up and clots in the ear.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sure it's painful, bro. That's in your ear, you can't hear a drum.
Right.
Um, I've been doing some hobbies myself, like I've been trying to go back into fishing.
Fishing.
Yeah, so I've been doing fishing for a little bit.
Okay.
It's pretty cool, man. It's like you're on your own, doing your own shit,
Yeah.
and then I go with like a lot of family sometimes.
What is it? You do freshwater or
We do the
salt
ocean,
water? Oh,
saltwater.
okay.
I'm gonna go do freshwater next week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're going to lake. We're
What
gonna
is
go
it?
fishing there.
Um,
Um,
ah,
and
go
oh
ahead.
good. Oh, so we did the saltwater,
Yeah.
and we went to the rocks. You know how they have the wave breakers, like those rocks in the
Mm-hmm.
middle, the long lines.
Yeah.
We go on those. Went there a couple weeks ago. We caught lobster. We caught like 3 crabs. So that was pretty cool.
But when you catch that's not with a fishing pole, right? That's
Yeah,
oh really?
yeah. It's with the fish bowl.
Oh,
We throw it off the rocks.
I see.
Yeah, some
I
people
thought you,
use
for
like
some reason you would
nets and
yeah,
stuff,
I thought you would use like
but
nets for crabs and stuff like that.
yeah, some people do
Lobsters.
that. But now, I mean, we don't have no nets. We
Yeah.
just threw the fucking fishing line out there, let it
Okay.
sit, caught on something, boom, pull it up, reel
Yeah.
it in.
Yeah, I used to do fishing when I was really young. Um, I only did it like at a lake though. I've never
Yeah,
done.
on the ocean.
No, I have a buddy who he goes like once a year. He pays to go on the boat.
Yeah, so That's what I want to do. I know my wife's cousin or uncle.
Hmm.
He always hits me up about doing that,
Yeah,
but it's always like he tells me last minute, and it's like 160, 140, 120. Um, but it's all day, then going and catching these big ass fish. Like that looks pretty tight. And it's all day thing, and you're on the boat chilling, drinking, fishing.
yeah,
Everyone's got the same fucking vibe. It's just a good vibe on the fucking boat.
yeah.
Right like that.
Um, yeah. I mean, when I did it, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But also, what was I gonna say? Another thing I've been doing was golf for
Oh
a
yeah.
while, but
I've
I
been wanting
kind of
to try
stopped it.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I never thought I would play golf at all.
Yeah.
Um, the
Me neither.
drummer, yeah, the
Mhm.
drummer in my one of the bands I was in,
Mhm.
Saint
He
Glassthorn,
plays.
he plays, and
Yeah.
one day he was like, "Let's go to the driving range," and I was
Yeah.
like, "All right, let's go."
That's just hard, man. I went to the driving range. You know what, bro? If there's a spot right there like you can go to,
Yeah.
and it's pretty dope. You should check it out. It's in Anaheim, and you hit water, the balls into the water, like in a man-made lake.
Uh huh.
And there's like targets in the water that you could hit the
Is
balls
it the
into.
islands? Because that's where I go.
Oh yeah, in Anaheim,
Right off
Anaheim Islands.
Ball Road,
Yeah,
off the freeway,
yeah,
right?
right next to the freeway, and you
The
exit.
91,
Yeah,
or is it the 57?
it's 57. I
Yeah,
think it's 57.
that's where I go.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah. So I went there and it's like, bro, that shit's hard as fuck to hit the ball, man. I'm like,
yeah,
oh, I'm a big guy, I got this shit. And soon I miss,
yeah,
until finally someone just told me like, hey man, stop swinging so hard. Just it's slowly, just
yeah,
it's like a rhythm. And then once I found it, it was like boom, fucking driving balls deep.
yeah. I mean, for me, when I first did it, dude, it took me like 30 minutes to get to hit
Yeah.
the ball. I just kept, and you feel dumb, dude. You look around
Yeah.
too.
There's like little kids, bro, hitting that shit far, and you're like,
Oh
oh
yeah,
hell no, dude, like what am I doing here?
yeah,
But it's all fun and games. It's just something to cool and get stressed out and
yeah,
bam, knock it out the ball.
yeah. I actually played two golf games. So
Mhm.
I actually went to
Oh yeah, like
yeah,
on 9 holes or 18
yeah,
holes.
the 18 holes.
Dang, it's all
Dude,
day
that
type
shit is
shit.
a lot of fun, bro.
Yeah.
It's cool because well, the way we did it, um, once we get to like the eighth hole, ninth
Mhm.
hole, you just drink some beers. You're
Yeah.
driving on the little cart.
Yeah, I think that's the cool part right there. You're just chilling with the boys, just drinking, chilling,
Yeah,
cigars if you got some, and just chill.
yeah,
But like to actually play the game and be serious without like being sober all day,
yeah,
nah, dude, it's too damn hot for that shit. You need to
yeah. I
loosen up.
mean, the game is difficult. I
Mhm.
mean, the thing is interesting is like you think that you're not gonna get as tired because you're in the cart,
Yeah.
but
But it's
when I
just the
was
sun hitting
done,
you, bro.
dude, you're not. Sometimes you gotta be
Mhm.
walking around.
Right.
But dude, I was exhausted,
Mhm.
and it was crazy because it was like it's not like basketball or like football where you're running back and forth,
Yeah.
but you're walking a lot.
It's like a slower pace, but you're still getting that
Yeah,
long,
it's
hard
still a
workout.
sport. But I mean, for the most part, I mean, it wasn't too bad,
Mhm.
but yeah, that's the one thing that the, the way we did it, where you drink when you get to the eighth hole.
Yeah.
If you start drinking in the beginning,
Mhm.
you start messing up left and right, and then
Um,
you can be there all day. And then
yeah, I'm sure there's other people that won't try behind you, like, hey, hurry up, or
yeah, dude. So one
you know,
time we played, and there's these guys that they kept pushing us, bro,
dang,
and they were hitting the ball when we weren't even done yet. And it's like, what the fuck?
yeah,
You
hit
can hit
me,
us in the
yeah,
head. So we were just like, you guys can go ahead.
right,
Um, but yeah, there were cases like that.
yeah.
But what happened to me a lot the first time is that I lost almost all my golf balls.
Oh, like in the trees or in the water, kind
Yeah,
of.
dude, because it's all about accuracy.
Yeah,
So every hole is different.
yeah,
Some are straight, some they have a curve,
right.
and there's lakes, there's all kinds of
So it's
stuff.
like really you got to hit it with pressure, how much distance and power you use, because
Yeah. So
yeah,
basically like every golf
mhm.
what's it called?
Golf club,
Golf club.
yeah,
Thank you. Is a number.
hmm,
So the lower the number,
right,
the farther the distance. So if it's like a 4,
yeah,
it's a further distance versus a 9, a
uh huh,
9 iron. Um, Ideally, you want to use like a 9 or 7. Something where
yeah,
you're not gonna hit too far unless you're that
near,
far away.
like when you first teeing off or something like that, right?
Yeah. So what happened to me was I would choose the wrong one sometimes.
Dang.
So one time, I hit the ball and I used a club that was for longer distance,
Mhm.
and the freaking ball went into somebody's house, bro. And it
Oh, broke a window.
no, I
Oh,
got lucky. It hit like a patio, and like you just heard it bounce everywhere. But
uh,
damn, dude, like, yeah, I got lucky. Like,
yeah.
but I bought like these bright blue balls. Like, I'm like,
So you could
oh,
see
these are,
them. Mhm,
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna lose
No, you
these.
can't see them, dude. You lose them fast. And they
Damn.
would go in the bushes everywhere. And then that's when I realized, yeah, the white ones, like, they stand
Mhm.
out the most.
Right.
Um, but either way, I mean, you got to work on your accuracy before you play because then you're gonna lose a bunch of golf balls.
Dang.
And there's people that actually resell them. Apparently, like used golf balls, like they're still worth a lot of money.
Okay, so I sold some
Uh huh.
for like about $80 for a bucket, a
Okay.
5 gallon bucket, Home Depot bucket.
Yeah.
My brother-in-law, he did a side job somewhere, and they're cleaning up backyards, and he got a bunch of golf clubs and like these fucking big old bags of balls and like 5 gallon buckets from Home Depot,
Yeah.
like 4 or 5 of those buckets.
Uh huh.
So I had them there, and I was just there cleaning them. Got a water, toothbrush, because I was watching like TikToks, like how to clean them, how to resell them.
Yeah.
People were like separating them and putting them by brand and like how good condition, which I don't know the condition, bro. So I just was cleaning them,
Uh huh.
and then I just put them back in the bucket. But there was like good name brands that other guys were telling me like, oh, dude, those are good balls, but I don't know if they were in good condition. So I just sold them as is, and I mean, shit, $80, $80, bro, for free.
Yeah.
5 gallon bucket. That was like 4 buckets. So
Oh,
I mean, that helps.
damn, that was actually a deal. Whoever
Yeah,
bought it too, because I heard they go for like $1 a piece or something, $1 per
yeah.
golf ball,
I
something
just
like
pulled
that.
up to the shooting range or the driving range.
Yeah. Oh
I
yeah,
said,
people will buy them
"Hey, I
for
got these
sure.
buckets of balls. You guys trying to buy them?" He's like, "Nah, we're good. Nah, no." And then finally, some people just like, "Oh, what kind of balls you got?" And I have some. I said, "Hey, I don't know what size they are. I don't know what kind. Just, you know, grab whatever you want for this
Yeah.
much." And then they say, "How much for the bucket?" And I just said, "All right, $80." And they said, "Okay." Then $80, like, all right, maybe that's cheap, but whatever, man. That shit was
You
eighty
still
bucks for
came
me.
up. I
Yup,
mean,
I
it's
got it
not
for
like you
free.
bought the golf balls, you know.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
basically like you found $80 lying around.
Yep.
So yeah,
So
it was
that's
a
cool.
win-win situation.
Yep. I
Can't
didn't
go
even
wrong.
care. Yep. Whatever I got, happy then.
Yeah. Um. So you guys said you it was from a job or something that you came up
Yeah,
on.
he was doing someone's house,
Oh, I
and it was like
see.
a cleanup job.
Oh,
He
okay.
was cleaning up, and all that stuff was trash. They were gonna throw him away, so
Oh, yeah.
he just thought like, oh, we'll just take him because he used to play golf or whatever. So he just like, oh, hit him one day
Uh
and
huh.
never did. So he just gave him to me. And I don't know, for some reason it just popped up, and I started fucking looking at videos about how they sell golf balls, and that's how
Yeah.
I came about selling them.
Um. I used to work with my dad when I was younger, and I used to do demolition,
Yeah,
and that was the one of the things that we would come up on stuff like that,
golf
like
balls.
no, not golf
Oh,
balls, but just like random stuff
yeah.
that
People are
either
throwing
they were
away.
throwing away,
Yeah,
and some of it was like good condition.
yeah.
Um, but a lot of it was he would get a lot of those copper cables and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, recycle that shit up,
Yeah,
huh?
dude.
Yeah.
He says at one time I think it was aluminum he took, or I
Hmm.
think it was aluminum, but he said he got like 5 grand for it or something. Like it was a lot
Dang.
though. He had like
Yeah.
a full truck.
Saved it up. A
Um,
lot of people do that and strip the wires.
yeah,
Get
but
the coils or the copper from like TVs and
yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, but you got to do the work.
Yeah, for reals. And it's hard, man. You gotta be driving around all day looking for shit.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, nowadays, I mean, I used to collect cans and all
Hmm.
that.
It's
Dude,
not worth
it's
nothing,
not
bro.
worth it, bro.
Get the little penny saver coupon and you
The
throw it in there.
the last time I did that,
Yeah.
actually did it here. I freaking what's it called? I had a bunch of bags in the balcony, and I noticed there's bees,
Like just
flies,
chilling inside.
insects,
Yeah.
and there's one time where they somehow got in the house. So I had these little
Dang.
tiny like mosquito like fly
Like
things.
little gnats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it took a while for them. I finally got them all.
Dang.
But that, putting the bags in my trunk, and then the
Then you
freaking
forget
there's liquid
sometimes
that
and yeah.
spills, and then it
It's just
stinks,
a
and
hassle,
then
huh?
dude, you take like a bunch of cans that take you like, I don't know, a month to collect, and you get like $15.
Yeah, like it's not even worth it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not worth it. I
Just
mean, I
fucking
guess if you really need it, but
yeah.
Yeah,
Or
it's
if you got the space to store everything.
yeah.
Yeah. But if not, then you gotta like be super clean about it and water and fill it up and clean up every can. But
But then
that's
again,
just
it's
too
like
much
you're working
fucking
for
yeah.
them.
Yeah, exactly right. You're doing it for them.
Like, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Like you clean them, you know, and then you bring them all the materials, you know, and
Yeah.
then they pay you very low money, and then they work with that
Yeah.
material.
And it's better for them because they don't got to do it.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't gotta do
Yeah. They're just like, all right, cool.
it.
Fucking easy for them.
Yeah,
So we good.
I think we're good,
Yeah.
man.
All right.
Yeah, thank you for coming out.